If you are buying or selling a home, I only have, I got one team for you. The Bart Merrick team. That's who you got to go with because you will be treated excellent.
Bart Merrick, Crystal Van. The easiest way to contact them, both their cell phones are on barttherealtor.com. And you'll see, Bart Merrick's cell phone, Crystal Van's cell phone. They both will work together to help you buy or sell your house.
How many BDMs do you think at this point do you think your wife and Bart collectively have worked with?
Well, they do about 52 deals a year, so like one a week. So hundreds at this point. I mean, Bart Merrick has been advertising with us for 7 years now, plus.
We got to be creeping into the we got to be looking at 1,000, right, on the horizon.
My wife sold hundreds of houses, or bought and sold.
It's crazy.
And also, a little known fact, because we don't talk about this as much, but if you're outside Central Florida or you want to buy, like let's say you're moving from Central Florida, you want to sell your house and buy a house in Tampa, just like the BDM on the line with us did, they can assist you because they've developed relationships with other BDMs around Florida that they could refer you to help you, purchase a house.
You still benefit because you get the knowledge that Bart has. Plus, Bart and all of his friends, they have the same collective knowledge. Like Bart has been doing this a very long time, and the network that he's created, and your wife, they've created this cool network of other realtors that are very much like them.
It really is experience, and you're doing yourself a disservice if you use a realtor that doesn't have the experience that Bart and Crystal have, because with that experience, they know how to properly price your house. They know what the best possible way you could buy a house.
Efficient.
Because, you need a realtor that especially has been buying and selling during the pandemic and post-pandemic and what the market is now, because the market changes year by year. So you need someone with experience if you're going to have any chance of buying a house, especially in this market. But on the line with us, a longtime BDM and show listener, Kieran. How you doing, Kieran?
Doing pretty good, guys. How are you doing?
Good.
Hey, thanks for the time.
So, Kieran, did you sell your house here in Central Florida and buy a house in Tampa, or what was the deal?
No, we went full BDM and kept our house here in Central Florida and bought a second house out by the coast.
No, all right.
Kieran, big nuts.
And then the Bart Merrick team were able to refer you over to a realtor that is in the Tampa area, correct?
Yep. I reached out to the Bart Merrick half of the Bart Merrick team, but he did reach out to your wife, who put me in touch with the Grizz's little brother's wife. Who's
that's the way we do it. Look, if you want to do, Bart Merrick's got people in Tampa that will get you covered. How about Lil Grizz?
Little Grizz's wife.
Talk to the Lil Grizz team.
Here's the thing. The Little Grizz's wife.
You didn't tell me. Okay, full transparency.
Is way more professional than Little Grizz.
I was in the middle of following Tom to hell when I heard you, sir, Kieran, say that you were working with Lil Grizz's wife's team. And I'm like, oh my God, no, please, this is not phone. God, Bart's gonna kill us.
But she's good, right?
She's phenomenal. I can't say enough good things about her. Super patient with us amidst all this craziness with the pandemic. FaceTime walkthroughs of homes and just, when buying a home, you have to have patience with your buyers anyway, and she went above and beyond.
That's awesome, man.
Well, she's got to deal with Little Grizz.
You know what? I didn't think about that. If you can stomach and you can navigate Lil Grizz life, then you can do anything. Sky's the limit. Onward and upward.
It's true.
Unbelievable. It's so fun. Well, hey, I'm glad you had a good experience, man, and I'm glad that and congrats on the 2 houses. So you've been pulling in a little money with it.
What are you renting, the Central Florida house?
No, we're going to look at renting the Clearwater house.
Oh, you're buying an investment property.
This guy's big.
You are a BDM.
Yeah, wow, man. Well done.
And I feel like, Kieran, because we've seen you and we know you from multiple events, that you are maybe one of the true BDMs, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, This is true.
Oh my God! What a life! What a life!
Kieran,
get the spoon.
Well, Kieran, thanks so much. Also, I want to remind everybody, if you use the Bart Merrick team or any of our sponsors, and this applies over $159, you get a free plant from Gabriella Plants.
It's no BS plant. It's a great plant.
So make sure to fill out the form, and you'll get a free house plant sent to you,
But Kieran's is going to be a little bigger than that. I'm just letting you know.
Big old snake plant.
Stalks for days. Yeah. Thick boy.
All right, Kieran, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, man. Be well.
I feel like when we
That's awesome.
It's a Bart Merrick team.
Live from the Streamline Mortgage Solutions studio, it's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey, Tom, it is what used to be called the Friday Free Show, what is now called Big Titty Friday. Welcome to it. It is A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha's here. No Butler on vacation. Happy anniversary to Butler and his wife.
Yeah.
They are celebrating. They're doing a little beach jaunt so they can fuck each other and lick each other's genitals. That's what you do.
Wife stepped on a bee.
I don't think he wanted people to know that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, he
texted us that in confidence.
It was only that text.
Is that a big deal?
He texted that this morning, and it was at that point that I realized that the text that I put in our group text are very similar to that, and that I'm never replying to our group text ever again because I got to live see you and Tom bully Butler with the fact that his wife stepped on a bee, and you're like, why would he say that? Why would anybody say that? That's the stupidest thing. You're interrupting me staring at the SunTrust.
Doesn't everybody know if they text me something or tell me something, I'm going to say it to everybody? Or does no one know that? Seth, you know that, right?
I kind of know that. Some of the things I thought.
So you definitely looked at my titty pictures on my Facebook then.
That was what? You had titty pictures on your Facebook?
Remember when he hacked my Facebook?
No, he didn't hack your Facebook. But you know what? I regret that day that I was a good person. I regret that day that I demanded that he close that out. I should have looked for those titty pictures. Well, and if I weren't a fucking pussy, I would have. But I'm a pussy.
I mean, every picture on Facebook is public anyways. It's not like there's hidden titty pictures on people's Facebook.
What? You can DM anybody anything.
Mm-hmm. You mean I wouldn't even think to look in your direct messages?
Where are they? I'm having a heart attack. I'm having a heart attack. My God, something's wrong with my shoulder.
It'll radiate down the arm. Don't worry about it.
It is radiating down the arm. Something's wrong with my shoulder. It hurts really bad.
Sofa and Suds. It's Sunday.
You want this one?
Sofas.
There's
Sofas multiple.
And Suds.
It is Sofas and Suds. It's Sunday, and it
starts at 2.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And you can get there early if you want.
I heard Angel say 12 to 4, but I'm pretty sure it starts at 2.
Angel will be there DJing.
I really wanted to be there for you, buddy. I'm sorry.
I don't.
So what happened? What like you have a
that meme?
So you have to go take your clown wheel to the kickoff or something? What is it?
The kids convention. It's the
kids convention.
Kids fest. It's a family and kids fest, which you guys should probably bring your kids to. It's actually
they have
really
an event.
Good.
They're working.
We're working.
Well, what's more important, your kids or?
They got to feed their kids by working.
Yeah.
It's also the convention is for kids entertainers, right? Like clowns and Dr. Monkey Joe, right?
Dr. Monkey Joe. You'll have.
I'm going there Cobra Kai style because there's a Taekwondo demonstration on stage. I'm going with Javier. In the crowd as that happens.
You're infiltrating. Javier, there's a competition down there. I'm not going to let these clowns steal any of my fucking potential money.
That's exactly what's going on. I'm going to go and be like real chauvinist Japanese style, like imperial, like Don't listen to the Korean freaking Taekwondo.
So you're
people.
going there to try and steal clients from clowns?
Oh my god!
Still clients from Taekwondo clowns, yes.
So is it only small dojo? Is it a dojo?
Oh no, there's one big dojo, one big Mick dojo
Mick
that's
dojo,
there,
yeah.
and there's I don't know who the Taekwondo person is, but he's there too. But I'll go do Yaburi style.
But
and
these are
challenge.
all like kids.
Yeah,
Programs, right?
kids, and probably
like different camps.
Spectrum Kids programs probably too. So
Okay.
I want them.
Okay.
Make them tough. I'll make them tough.
Man, I feel like we've never started a show
You're trying
shaky.
to attract kids on the spectrum to come to your dojo.
Yes.
All right.
Because I like teaching them.
What's on the wheel that they come by and spin?
Yeah,
Because I know
what's
you're
yeah.
going to be standing there behind, like, do you have like
What
a branded
the fuck
tent?
is happening?
I don't know.
Yeah, I got a whole a booth. No, it's not a tent, so it's indoors, so it's a booth.
Okay.
But I'll be wearing my mask, so I'm going to have to muffle talk to everybody. I'm not going to be in the...
So you got your mask on.
That's your choice.
Guess who
you
has
know.
the most germs? Kids.
No, I know. Trust me. They're...
And
But you want them.
Well, because I want to make them tough.
No, you want that money.
Yeah, he wants the parents' money.
Sweet Spectrum kicking money.
so you set up the 6-foot folding table.
No, they already have that there for me, which is great. But I
Wait,
have
they
this,
supply tables?
it's like
Wait
tables
a
and
minute.
tables, 2 chairs, and a big
This
black
is why you're soft. They supply
What? A big
tables.
black what?
a big black backdrop.
We've been pulling around our own 6 foots for the last 11 years.
What the hell?
You got your karate banner you're going to put up
I got
there.
my banner. I got my oak wood burning Japanese kanji that I'm going to display that I did.
Okay.
Looks really cool.
All right.
I got my big Japanese scroll that says karate in Japanese down the side.
It's like a career fair.
I'm going to be in my gi with possibly my headband. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, do the headband. Do the headband.
I think
Kids
I'm gonna
hate these things. They walk by and they're like, karate.
And I have 2 boxes full of about 200 boards.
Oh, you're gonna cheap out and you're gonna let them break the boards with no training?
Well, somebody donated these. These boards are worth probably a few hundred. It's crazy now how expensive breaking.
Oh,
boards
yeah.
are.
wood, just wood.
Wood in
Yeah,
general,
it's
yeah.
wood, yeah.
Wood for anything.
But
Like
anyway,
shipping containers are.
yeah.
Well, they're
You donated
stored,
them
and like, is it the ones that you could put back together?
No. This is
okay.
real. They're about a 1/4 inch thick, I think, or some are
You're
half
gonna
inch.
break some kids' hands.
So then every 15,
I'm gonna have them kick. I always have them kick at first because they have shoes and it's easier.
So every half an hour on the hour, you're like,
Come see
hit it,
our-
Javier.
Come see kids on the spectrum kick boards with shoes on.
Y'all ready for this?
And then you get it, you're like, yeah, and then you're breaking the board, and you go around, he's throwing it, and then like the janitor's watching, some other moms, and the kids are pulling their hair out.
I'll get the parents too. Dude.
Are you going to do a demonstration?
I didn't know that I was able to. That's
And
why
now-
when I saw the Taekwondo demonstration,
And
I
now
was
doing
pissed.
a side demonstration to Alicia Keys and Jay-Z's New York.
So
Odd song choice.
So when I did the Lake Yola festival and they had demonstrations on stage, I went about 10 feet to the side, and me and Javier did like a sparring demonstration as they were doing their
Oh,
demonstration.
so you did a spite
I did.
demonstration.
I did.
So somebody was on stage, and to spite them, you did
Yeah.
you're like, we
And
can
it
do
was
that.
some
Look
really
at me, look at us and Javier.
It was really some lame acting interpretive dance demonstration. And I was like, well, people don't want to see this.
Kick me in my dick, Javier. Look at that.
No, I kicked a baseball bat. I was doing cool shit.
So,
Oh man,
what's on the
breaking
wheel?
baseball
I feel like this is what when you first came in here and you were so pumped about your dojo.
There you go.
No, I'm not. I'm just going to be
I get
honest
it, but
with
what
you.
I'm going
I
to
feel
do
like-
is I'm trying to tell these people that I am different than all these other people and try to get them to see
I
that.
understand that, but you told us when you first came in here, I believe that you said you would never do
The wheel.
You would never go to the clown conventions. You would never try to steal. And
not a
kids on the
goddamn
spectrum
clown.
weren't even a thing, and now you're trying to take advantage of them
No, I'm
and
not
steal
taking
money
it.
from their families.
Just the family. Yeah.
So, what's changed, Seth? Is it the pressure of a small business owner?
pandemic.
Oh, no,
Oh, not the fucking woe is me.
I'm doing
folks.
fine. It's not money. It's like it's not a big deal. My gym, the jungles, my piggy bank. This is for fun.
We
so-
have a tendency to over control because there are things within our life that are out of control. What is out of control in your life right now?
Well, there's a lot.
Are you having relationship
Oh, man.
problems?
No, not relationship, but I dream. I wake up and I sweat every night with some crazy dreams that I'm having.
What
knew it.
dreams?
Dreaming about
I don't
it.
know. I can't remember them, but I know they're frightening, and I have panic attacks.
God, every night you're waking up.
Not every night.
Anxiety.
But I'd say
What
probably twice a week.
Well,
It's just the pressure from life. Like I get to succeed. Like I don't ever want to stop, and I always want to keep going.
Who said you were succeeding?
Exactly. That's why I need to keep going, so I feel like I am some sort of success. And
well, that's dangerous,
I don't want to just
man. I mean, like all of us in here, everybody included, could look at anything they're doing and not think that they're succeeding. You're succeeding.
I guess.
I'd suggest you go to a shrink again, but every time I do that, you look at me like I'm insane, and I think it would help the hell out of you.
I know, I do, and I looked up. I
went yesterday. It was so good.
Okay, but I looked up some of the people that are in that.
There's like 20 different shrinks.
Yeah, I was trying to find a hot girl.
There it is.
Don't go to a shrink. You know better. You're smarter than they are. You know that. You know. Just look at me. You know more than they do. So what's on the wheels? Tell me the categories.
I mean, I have like 3 or 4 on there. I need to do like 8. It's a lot. So I'm trying to think of different things. But
one's a marker and a wheel.
But different things. No, one's like train free till 2022.
That's a danger. Why would you put that on there?
Because they train free.
Well, it's only a month and a half.
That's only a month and a half. It just sounds really cool. But it is a month and a half free.
So it's a scam.
But you got to buy a karate gi.
No, that's
training free with purchase of gi.
One is a free gi.
That's illegal.
No.
How much does a gi cost?
I don't know. It's like it's just an old handkerchief.
Yeah, like what? Are you talking about a quality gi?
Oh no, you know what? The gis that I get for my beginner students are good. They're middle. Usually people get lightweight.
Where do you get your gis? They're called Carhartt gis.
No,
thick boys.
No, there's good gis. I get good gis or middleweight gis. So they're decent. They're decent.
Hey, let's start wearing gis around here to belittle it and make it mad.
I wear a gi every night when I drive my motorcycle. I drive to and back. In my karate, I swear to God. I think that I look funny at first, and I'm like, you know what? This is kind of cool.
No, it's not cool.
Really?
It's fucking stupid.
But it's only like a few blocks to my dojo, so I don't really care.
And it's just flapping.
Yeah, it's flapping.
Don't listen to
it. Literally flaps.
This is the best thing I've ever heard. You wear your karate. You drive your motorcycle with your karate gi.
And
He's fucking Duke Kaboom, dude, from Toy Story.
It's perfect because. I don't know who that is, but it's perfect because it's long sleeve pants and top, and it's kind of thick canvas.
It's Andy Samsberg, I believe, right? Andy Samsberg.
I don't think so.
I think he plays. Or
is that his voice?
I believe that's Duke Kaboom. Or maybe not. No, or John Hamm.
It's Keanu Reeves.
Or is it Keanu Reeves? Yeah, I know. Who does Andy Samsberg play? Oh, God.
I remember there was a lady that we called Flounder in our scuba diving class.
Oh, no. She had 2 eyes on one side of her head.
No, she just was horrible at scuba diving, and we were like, she didn't ever pass, but she was like, she wanted a new adventure. I think her husband died. She was an older lady. Anyway, she showed up in West Palm Beach at Blue Heron Bridge wearing her wetsuit. And she drove from Miami to West Palm wearing her wetsuit. And then we saw her get out, and we're like, that's an odd choice, though.
This reminds me of the story of going to see the Monster Band at that water park from Cypress Gardens, and Super Mario Ken was in a wetsuit at a water park. And he was following Tiffany around like a puppy.
If I don't do that, I have to fold the gi, put it in my side satchel, and then drive there, change at the dojo.
But it's just a gi. It's a rope.
Right? Or you do what most people do that have money. You drive your automobile to do you're doing your kicking, and then when you get back, you ride your motorcycle when you want to do motorcycle things. That way,
for just motorcycle things. I have to get my motorcycle times, and as I'm driving to.
What's
dojo.
Traditional to wear underneath the gi?
Nothing.
You free ball?
Dude.
Underwear and that's it.
Oh.
You just wear underwear?
I don't wear underwear in my gi, and I got a brown, yellow.
I thought you wear some sort of karate pants or something.
Those are like Under Armour compression, and then the gi. No, it's just the gi, and then the shirt.
Some girls that when it gets cold, they wear the Under Armour pants and the
t-shirt.
Girls usually wear a t-shirt.
The gi will get you a UTI.
I'm thinking it's a long. It has karate pants and then the robe that you tie.
Because you tie, so it's like double. It's big,
but it's like the pants are drawstring, right?
Drawstring, yeah. And you pull them up way past your belly button.
I pull mine. That's how.
Yeah, you look super cool.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
You're supposed to pull them up there like Chuck Norris.
I actually teach the kids to do that. I have them. You're gonna laugh. Right?
Wait a minute! I don't want you teaching any kids how to put their pants.
Yeah, I have them take their belts off. I take their tops off. I have them grab their pants.
Stop the show.
This is in the dojo while everyone's watching. They grab their pants and they have to. This is a part of it. They jump and they pull their pants as high as they can.
Self-wedgie now! Self-wedgie now!
Before they put their geese
Take
up.
your shirts off.
I don't think we should be talking about
It's
this.
teaching them how to get their pants up correctly because they're always falling down as they freaking train. So, like, guys, you have to pull them up and then you tie them up here.
I hate these kids with the sagging pants. First thing I'm going to do, get them in my conservative dojo, and we're going to start doing some jump pulls. Pull up your pants!
So what else is that? One free till 2022? What else?
Free to 2022, free karate gi. I said that.
Free? Wait a minute. Do you have
break
to
a
take...
board, get a free gi.
Wait a minute. If I spin it and I get free gi, I just get the gi, and then I'm like, I'm not taking the classes.
Well, then
Do I have
You
to
give
take
it to them there, or do you have to go to the...
No, you gotta go to
No!
That's how you get them.
That's a scale.
Well, what happens is
You have to sit through the conference. And you
no, there's no conference. They have to give me their phone number, email, and their
I'll do
contact
that.
info, and then I reach back out
So you
to
reach
them
back out,
and say,
like-
"Here's your free." Usually,
and
it
you
always
call
comes
me.
with a free class too. So everything on there is with a free class.
I don't need the class, but I'll take my gi, please.
No,
Thank
you
you.
got to show up and you got to go through the whole
Yeah,
I
go through the
class.
class.
will. I'll do exactly
yeah.
what I did for those goddamn pots with my dad, and I think I was like 12 when I did that.
So
I didn't need
And
to
that's
do that.
I need more stuff. I'm trying to think of more things. I think I have a couple of like free ninja stickers. I have like temporary
stickers.
tattoos. So like free ninja tattoos.
Yes. Come to the clown size.
you got
That's the only kind of corny one.
You got some Tijuana Flats temporary tattoos in there.
I mean, I can
You
bring
get
my
Ninja
bamboo.
Star?
I can bring my bamboo shanai and put on there like get whacked with a shanai. That'd be like,
okay,
so
you
there's
go
always one
90s.
scary. So there's always one scary one on there that they don't want to get. You know. Like,
Yeah.
You know what you could do? Slightly racist. Fortune cookies. Just for spinning it.
I don't think,
Slightly
I don't
racist.
think
Fortune
that-
cookies just for spinning.
I don't think that's Japanese, but
I know it isn't. That's why I'm saying
Yeah,
slightly
but no one
racist.
knows.
But you spin the wheel, you get a
It's all
cookie.
the same.
Yeah, and all the fortunes inside, they say, join your dojo. You can get custom
Ooh,
fortune
that's a good
cookies.
one with my number on it.
Yeah.
So, are you there all day long?
9 to 5 Saturday, 10 to
Oh my
10 to,
God.
10 to 6 Sunday.
Oh my God! Even the balloon clown at Quincy's,
And I have to set up. I have to set up tonight, so I got to bring all the stuff from the dojo over there. And I'm
Oh, you got to put the
Oh, my
bamboo
God.
and all
bamboo,
then
my
you're
sword.
gonna-
I'm display my sword.
And you're going to see everybody setting their stuff up, and their stuff's going to be better.
Oh, it's gonna be-
You're going to
I
be
know.
rushing out.
I know
It's going to buy some lights.
Yeah.
You're stringing up the rope light. You got to get some
Fog
dangles.
machine. We got a
I
fog
know it's going to
machine.
be. There's going to be weight because they
Put
do
an
this.
inflatable.
They do this professionally. They literally have teams that just travel out and do this crap for like
And you're
conventions.
homegrown. You're not going to be able to compete.
Whatever.
Do you have-
my actions will speak?
the bamboo stacks that you chop the sword, the bamboo
It's not
sword
bamboo.
chopping.
It's right. It's paper that's wrapped.
Hey,
in
why don't you do that?
Can you do that?
Mate,
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
that.
We have that for our Iaido class on Saturdays.
Why don't you make
It's actually
that?
a thing. It's hard. It's not easy to do. It's hard to make a perfectly straight cut in the angle that you're supposed to make.
Make that one of the
I could chop
spins
it.
is that you get to do what that heavier kid, the fat kid, did on the YouTube. Remember the stabbing kid?
Like if you
With the
hold on,
knives?
if you gave me that paper bamboo statue, I'll chop it right clean right down.
Guarantee you will not chop it clean right down if you don't know how to swing a samurai sword correctly. Guarantee it.
I mean, what do you
I'll
want to bet? So, well, I mean, I'll get. Do you want to bet me a
Bet
sword?
a gi. Bet a gi.
But-
You want a custom gi.
Well, I want a sword.
give you-
and then I'll
What are you going to
display
do with a
it.
sword?
I'll
At least a gi
display
you
it.
can wear around here. I don't want that in here.
No,
It's going
no.
to junk up my studio.
No, I mean, I'll put the.
I
I'll
don't want
hang
this
the,
place looking like a McDojo.
I'll hang the sword, and then I'll take it out. I'll chop Butler's stuff every once in a while.
Okay, that I support.
Yeah, like I'll put Butler's figurines
yeah.
on the
Oh,
counter.
my
I'll chop
God.
them in half. Everybody wants that.
Chop his tiny pants. These wears joggers too
So-
much. Chop the ends of his joggers off.
Okay, in 2 weeks when you come back on the show, if you bring the bamboo statue, do you have one of those?
It's not. It's like bamboo, and then
Can
it's
we buy
wrapped in
one?
it's
Yeah.
soaked paper. It soaks and has to sit. It's going to stink your whole. studio.
What's it stink?
It stinks in here
so
anyway.
bad. I don't know why. I just-
Why does it have to stink?
It just does. It just stinks so incredibly bad, like rotten shit. Like it's bad.
God damn.
It's bad. It's bad stink.
Why?
I don't know because it's soaking wet.
It's rotten
It has to
paper?
sit and soak, and it
only
hard,
thing
and it makes it hard. And like it makes it feel like
Yeah.
human skin.
What are we
so it
chopping today? Rotten paper. It's the only thing we can chop.
just- But no, that'll be kind of funny to bring it in.
Do they have one that doesn't stink?
But it's not cheap either. I gotta buy that shit.
No,
How much is a rotten
I
paper
don't know. I gotta
statue?
find out, but it's not cheap.
All right.
And,
then
I'm
you-
gonna charge you probably more than
Well,
that.
you bring the sword, and if I could chop it, one chop without
I'll
any
give you that
instruction,
sword.
then you'll give me the sword.
Yeah, that's
now,
fine.
what do you
Yeah, but
want
he's
if
gonna
I
give you a
can't?
dull sword. He's going to give you one of the shitty swords.
No, I'm not gonna give him a shit. I'll give him a cutting sword.
Now, we'll test it with Butler's toys.
I mean, I'm not giving you my cutting sword. My cutting sword.
Let's chop his chair up first. That's more fun.
Yeah, I'll chop
Stab
everything.
it good.
So what do you want if I can't chop it?
I don't want any. I want you to stop making fun of me.
You're depressed today. You're
What's
depressed
wrong?
today, and you feel.
He didn't even want
I
to
just
come
know
in.
how long this weekend's going to be for me, and I'm dreading
Well,
it.
why are you doing it? then?
Because I need to get slow kids into my job.
Oh man, too bad.
No, then why don't you send out one of your assistants or someone from the...
Because I don't trust anybody to do like I do it. And literally, it's not done correctly unless you do it yourself. You guys know that. Like they're just gonna they're gonna take the flyers. I'm gonna tell them, okay, hand every single one of these flyers out. They're gonna go in the bathroom and smoke weed and throw the flyers.
What kind of a point? You hire
I would do that. I would do that. Yeah, and I'm an owner. I would do like, those flyers don't work. Like, who the fuck's gonna read a fucking flyer?
No,
The problem is the
Javier,
flyer.
I don't give the flyers away until they come to the booth and they actually ask for information.
Well, then you're
I
going to
give them. I
leave
don't
with a stack of flyers.
Well, no, people will come by.
And then you'll go, would you like a flyer? Then I'm reading I'm taking it all in. Kind of looks like kicking clown.
And I could be like, all right, go take that generic crap that's on stage. I'll really talk to them. I don't care. I don't care anymore.
Why don't you
care?
go do that thing that you're allowed to do because of like Japanese warrior law, where you can like demand that
Yuburi. Dojo Yuburi.
Yeah, do Dojo Yuburi or whatever.
to the other
and then walk up there and go, hey, after they do the performance, go, hey, I declare a baburi or whatever.
And then you fight.
I declare a clown war.
And then
I don't know.
you take all their bamboo from their...
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a clown war.
So, could you beat up any other sensei?
Yeah, we
of
talked
other-
about this. 100%.
Yeah. And we've never had anybody contact us and
No.
say you
That's
can't.
true.
Besides that one wrestler guy. Right?
Yeah,
you said the
we
wrestler
had-
guy.
well,
But he
that
never
was-
followed through. We
No.
said we were going to set it up, and then he backed out.
Yeah, we said we're good to go. Let's do it.
Right.
Yeah, we have yet to have an actual karate dojo that will take the challenge.
Yeah.
Because I think that would be easier for you to get students than to go here and do the wheel and
Yeah,
stuff.
it'd be
because that's not
easier.
what
It's just
you
I don't
do.
know how legal it is anymore. I was born in the wrong ages.
I mean, religion, you could always claim that this is part of your belief system.
Yeah.
And
Seth, you've seen it. I've seen it on YouTube before, where different senseis get together and fight. It's happened before,
Yeah,
and then they all they pick a neutral location and they go there, and then they have like a standard by the rules fight, and
Right.
then to see who's better. Like I think another person would do that with you to prove that they know more than you do,
I
right?
guess. But they haven't yet. I'll do it.
So,
Especially the people that are going to be here this weekend. I'll do it.
okay.
and I mean, is there any chance that you lose?
No, come on.
I'm
I'm not a cocky person.
No.
As he sips his protein shake.
I think you
I'm
are.
really not. You know I'm not about stuff. You guys talk shit and say stuff, and I'm just like, whatever.
I haven't seen you
In my
fight
head,
in a
maybe
while,
I'm-
though. I mean,
I guess,
Yeah, when's the last time you got in a fight?
I'm doing the exact same thing that I train for fights now. Like my regular training regimen is the same as what it was before. I'm doing nothing
Do
different.
you ever get the itch to get back out there?
Yeah, of course. I still get calls.
you ever entertain it?
No,
At all? Why?
because I don't want to get hit in the head.
Right. No, I
And
understand
I know
that.
I won't get hit in the head if I.
That makes sense to me. Like not damaging your brain. Okay. Yeah.
How do you feel about getting pissed on the head?
Yes. How do you feel about getting peed on? Are you a peed on guy? I've never asked you that.
Yeah, but we talked. You guys don't remember half the things that I said.
No, we don't.
Yeah, I know. This is really intense, but I got peed on before as I was doing something in the shower and like.
all right. So you,
You're a pee man.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
You're a yellow man.
I was a little drunk at the time, but I was doing something different, and I was like, she's like, yeah, I'll do it. I'm like, okay, do it.
So
Did you say it like that?
Because I was kind of drunk.
Pee on me.
Oh my God, I had a hard day. I was spinning my kicking wheel all day. Pee on me.
So we were going to talk about this later, but there was a BDM that went to a concert.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we
The
can't
festival's
show.
going on all weekend.
Yeah,
I'd love to show the
Daytona.
video. I mean, you
we
can't.
can.
Yeah,
But we
it
could,
did get pulled from Facebook.
we could show. Oh, you got pulled. So
I think they buried it again in
Oh,
the
I kinda
comments,
see it.
though.
So there's a BDM that took a video of, and now what band was it?
Brass Against.
Yeah, Brass Against the Machine, and they're a cover band of all like brass instruments, which is like trumpet, trombone.
I know. I
tuba.
play the flute. I know.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Well, flute would be a woodwind, silly.
But I still understand band stuff.
But yeah, so they've been doing this for a while. They have multiple like brass instrument players. They have multiple singers. Like usually, I believe it's a female singer, and the one female singer that was playing with Brass Against, they're opening, I guess for Tool.
Yeah.
So it was announced.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah, it is huge. So, but it was announced, I want to say a month or two ago, that they're going to open for Tool. tool. And they were talking about how big it is and everything. The only reason I know of this band is because on the Peloton workout platform, there's a celebrity instructor named Jess King. This is her girlfriend or wife, is the lead singer, this lady. Well, she was playing last night, I guess, in Daytona at the Rockville.
Yeah.
And this is Jess King's wife or girlfriend, and she had to pee, and she just pulls her white vinyl pants down, starts pissing in some old man that looks like Dirty Jim's mouth. And I'm like, well, there's that.
In the mouth? Like,
Oh, yeah. He did the Triple H.
He does the Triple H where he's like, and he blows it. Sorry.
Wow.
He blows the spit ever. I'm back.
It's a bold move.
Everywhere.
Well, first,
He just spit, blah!
from what it looks like, she
I don't know about the
said
mouth.
on the stage she had to pee, and then she's
Yeah,
like,
she complained that, according to the guy that was there, he said she was complaining that the worst part about performing is when you have to pee, you can't just go off the stage and pee because you're in the middle of a set. And then asked someone in the audience if they would like her to pee on them. Some guy raised his hand. She brought him up.
Some
and then kind of
biker.
just had him stand
Yeah.
on stage for a while and then started drinking more water and then told him to get on the ground and she pissed on his
Should've
face.
get ammo.
and she,
Wow.
and
But
he-
I don't think that's how it works, right? Like, I that's not how I work. Like, if I sip the Celsius here, it's going to
doesn't just
take
go
me a
right
minute
down.
to work up a solid
Well, she
pee.
already had to pee, though. That's the thing.
And-
she was adding more on top of it.
she pulled her pants down and then just started, I mean,
It was aggressive.
violently
Yeah.
spray peeing
Oh, it's
on.
like hard, like
It's like
squirt.
enough where you could
Oh.
see.
it's like you had your thumb over.
Yeah, the hose, like it came out like a funnel.
Yeah, it definitely was coming out with. It was coming out
There was
with
a lot.
with some urgency.
And the biker was doing the move
He
of
loved
Oh, he's doing that.
mouth open. Yeah. Doing
God.
He was definitely doing.
Doing, I love it, yeah. And it was a lot of people. And then he
Yeah.
did the, as you guys said, the wrestler. You
Yeah.
blew out the mist of pee.
He did the mist.
all back on her ass too because
Well,
she was
that-
still
Yeah.
peeing.
Oh, all back on the band.
And I was like, oh my God.
And then this fine Daytona citizen starts handcuffing the piss and throwing it into the crowd.
Oh, after he stood up
And then putting more in his mouth and then doing more Triple H spraying. And I'm like, well, yeah, this is why
he was, like,
people
scooping in
think
his mouth.
Florida is weird.
then we were like, why would you do this? It's
Yeah,
a
and I'm
bold
like,
move
oh,
for
that's
a cover
intense. I
band.
would never do
Yeah.
that.
It's a bold move for a cover band. Bold move, stereotypically, for a lady.
Not the first time some ladies peed on stage.
No.
Fergie did piss her pants once on stage.
True.
Well, that's
But she did not pee on somebody.
No.
That's different because
That is
that could
different.
be like, hey, I had to go. I had
I
no other
peed my
choice.
pants in here doing the show before.
Yeah, Tom.
Tom and I
Yeah.
peed our pants the last
I mean,
2
she's
weeks.
like fully like you see everything as she's doing it. Like,
Yeah.
Well, she had her back turned, so you just see her ass,
Oh,
and
sorry,
then you see.
ass.
But
I mean, I guess if you-
he's looking right up at her vagina
Oh, yeah.
as
Yeah.
it peed on his face.
He was
And
loving it.
And Daniel's like, I wonder because, like Daniel said, she's got a celebrity husband or at least a Peloton celebrity.
Celebrity wife.
Or, yeah. Well, no, the person that peed, her wife. Oh, it's a wife.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know you're not big on the whole.
Gay people. We know.
I'm joking.
You don't think a lady should marry a
I was
lady?
like, wait, what? Her husband. Wait, what?
I was hoping you would be like, well, you know that ain't my thing. Not my thing.
Well, it seems like, hey, maybe I shouldn't. Because I understand.
No, definitely,
If
she
you're
is-
the Gigi Allen, if you're doing something like ultra crazy
Yeah.
to get attention and that's what you're known
Sure.
for, it's like, all right, you're cutting yourself.
I'll
you're
get serious
vomiting.
for a second. Yeah, so Jess King is probably in the top 5, I would say, of popular Peloton instructors. She's been there for a very long time. She was a contestant on So You Think You Can Dance. She's not like, it's not like entertainment's like a new thing to her. And this flex to me is odd because that band, great cover band, they just got this Tool thing. I think this is a negative. I'm not. Because you were like,
You think it's a bad look?
I do
Like,
because
is this
it's
helping?
It doesn't help.
I don't know.
The
But I don't know
pee
how.
thing-
I don't know how their stage show is normally. You know what I mean? Is it like postmodern jukebox, or is it like they go hard all the time? I don't know.
I've seen 4 or 5 videos of them doing multiple covers, so I'm familiar with the band. In not one of their YouTube videos do they ever tease, hey, come see us live, we're going to piss.
Well, if
It's not a thing.
If it was a thing, there'd be multiple videos of her doing
Yeah,
it
yeah,
all
yeah.
the time.
Right,
So-
I think
then where
this
do you
is
go
a
from
bad. I just think it's a bad thing. I'm not pro it or anti it, but I am. Well, maybe I'm a little anti it because if I were in the front row and that old biker had been splashing me with piss, I'd be mad.
Yeah,
I'd be mad. Fuck that old biker. What the fuck are you doing?
It is sterile.
But it's also a weird...
I don't want piss on me though, man.
I don't want piss on me either.
This
but
is my hoodoo.
It's also been in his mouth too.
Okay, well that's
it's a goddamn pandemic still, guys.
Yeah, there is.
Spitting piss on people.
That's an excellent point. This is my Hooter shirt. My loving wife bought me. I don't want piss on my Hooter shirt.
Besides from all that, like, I understand the element of, hey, we're like punk rock or we're rock and roll, we'll do whatever.
They got brass instruments in their fucking band, for Christ's sake.
Also, they're a cover band, which is odd.
I think they do have some originals. Though.
Yeah, but it's like
all
if you're
cover
known,
bands have some originals.
But if you're known for being a cover band, how authentic rock and roll or punk rock can you be? Where you're like, we're so authentic, I'll just piss on some guy's biker's face. It's like a weird.
It's weird.
And then you're playing Oingo Bongo or whatever. Whatever they're playing.
Oingo Bongo. It is weird to be like, you're pissing, and then you're like, okay, guys, here we go. Killing in the name of, you know, like, I don't know. It's just it's weird.
Yeah, I think actual Rage Against the Machine is more rock and roll than you are.
And they
were actually singing a Rage Against the Machine song while she pissed in the guy's face.
But like, my point is, it's just weird. You're a glorified jazz band, for Christ's sake. You don't need to be pissing on people.
Well, maybe
weird.
That's why they thought that, so they had to compensate.
They claim to be a protest band, so maybe they are like.
What are you protesting? In Daytona,
I know that is odd.
You just fit in. You didn't protest shit. If you pissed on the stage in Daytona, you're just making yourself a citizen.
Yeah. And if you're the guy, the biker that he got peed on,
well, he thought he was cool last night.
That was the best night of his life.
Today, this morning, he woke up still cool. By 5 p.m. tonight, he'll be like, "Oh, not as good as I thought."
Because his buddies are.
Why do I have 103-degree fever?
Well, shit, they're making fun of him, right?
I don't know.
I don't
know. A hot chick pissed on your face at a.
Is she hot? Is she hot?
Yeah,
very hot, very hot.
It just, I don't know. It's,
Jess King's hot, and then you look at both of them, and you're like, "Oh yeah, you guys are a beautiful lesbian couple."
Scissor me.
It's just a weird thing to be like, "Wow, you guys, I would have pissed in your face."
It also, as a musician, and I guess I still, even though I don't play a ton, I still consider myself a musician. It's also a weird flex to get off the stage and then have people go, "Hey, that was great," but they're talking about something that had absolutely nothing to do with how you play.
With the music.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like Mark's here, he's a drummer. Like, I mean, I'm sure he would rather be complimented on how well he played his instrument than like, "Hey, dude, you took a mega dump in the bathroom at the," you know, like, no, who cares?
Yeah.
It has nothing to. What are you protesting? I just think it's stupid.
It is stupid.
Such a boomer.
So what do you guys want to do?
Am, right? I know. Where are we going?
But do you think she got arrested for that?
Well, that's that. Now
indecent, what is it?
Public urination, indecent exposure.
The exposure doesn't bother me as much as that's just gross. Don't be peeing everywhere. You know, you should be warned. Don't be pissing
And while you're at it,
everywhere.
cover your breasts up when you breastfeed in public.
No, leave those out. And you can flash your vagina. I don't care about flashing. It's totally
Friday, let them TDs fly.
I just don't want. I don't want it. Like, right? You're kind of like me, right? Like, you can pull out any part of your body. We had this argument a couple weeks ago. We were talking about Carrot Top.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care.
Yeah,
and I don't think she should be arrested. It's weird. I was like, does this help?
I don't think arrested, but I do think somebody should have knocked her in her hotel and said, "Hey, stop peeing. You got to use the bathroom. You got to use the bathroom."
But also, if you are like if you're Genitorture or some of the those bands that are extreme and do stunts on stage, and it's like that's what you're known for, then it's like, all right, that's what you're known for, and like that's your whole.
Yeah,
bit.
but they also signal you, right? They let you know that they're going to do that because they walk out dressed like a Nazi.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, they walk out and they're like, they're always like they have a riding crop. These people were just on stage, like, they're just like doing.
He's starting to piss.
And I piss on this biker's face.
It's weird.
It's a fucking power move, though.
Oh yeah,
it is. But it's an odd power move. Because it's like I don't know.
I wouldn't even know what to say to you when you got off stage. I'd be like, okay, hey, all right.
That was something.
Hold on. Could at any point, if like say we're on stage, right? would there be a volunteer if,
Yes.
like, say we're our 10-year anniversary, right? That was I think our
Samantha,
biggest.
If I said I was going to pee on someone's face, 100% we would at least get 5 dudes raise their hand.
Yeah, and 3 of them would be me and Tom and Butler.
No, I don't want that. I don't want that.
I would just
want that
film it
either.
and jerk off in the corner.
Oh, my God. The honesty is just flies out of his mouth.
So
I'm not into pee-pee, man. I'm not a pee-pee person.
Could any entertainer in any band?
Oh, there you go. Concrete Toad from the chat room.
right.
Twitch.tv/Tom and Dan Live. He said, I'd let Sam piss on me right now.
There we go. We
your
got
face.
one.
Come on over. I'll put
We
a
got
mic in the
one.
bathroom.
Because it's different if you pee on someone's feet than their face. Like
Well,
once
if you pee on their feet, they have a jellyfish sting.
Tracy gets so mad at that.
What?
Peeing on her feet, like in the shower. Like if I pee, she's like, "No, get." I'm like trying to pretend I'm getting on her foot. She's like moving around.
But could any if
My wife does that with my poop. I don't know why I said that.
She kicks it around in the
I felt
shower?
the need to defend you by one-upping you and take some heat away.
Moe's here.
No, he's here.
Yeah!
Get in
I'm glad you're
here.
here because I got a important law question for Mo.
Okay.
Can
sorry,
we
it's
pee
not-
on somebody at our next event?
I don't know.
What are the legalities there?
So
Hello, Mo.
Moe Dewitt is here. Speaking of our event, Sofa and Suds this Sunday. Racing starts at 2. Angel will start playing music around 1:30. We got brand new merch there. Food trucks are there. Free event. Bring your family. It's going to be a beautiful day outside.
Man, it's going to be awesome.
You can get beers at Celery City, West End. Plenty of booze and food, and you can watch the Sanford Sofa races. Me and Daniel host the entire
I can't
event.
wait, man. Angel's going to be out there spinning the tunes.
Yep, and one of our sponsors of that event is JustCallMo.com, the Dewitt law firm, and Moe Dewitt is here with us. How you doing, Mo?
Doing well. How you guys doing?
Good.
How much of that conversation were you in on? Because things got weird.
I saw him the whole time. I felt bad saying some stuff. She was like, his eyes are getting warm.
Yeah, at first, I was like, "Oh, Mo quit." Then I was like, "Oh, there he is." So, Mo, something dawned on me last week, and this is serious. So, I want you to answer seriously as a lawyer and as our lawyer, because Moe
I don't
Dewitt
even know
is
what
our
you're-
lawyer.
Okay.
So, Daniel had his credit card stolen, or someone opened up some Best Buy credit cards.
3, man, and I'll tell you guys, I mean...
Man, y'all were getting hacked crazy the
dude,
past
we
couple
got
weeks.
slammed
Well, only
last
Daniel.
week.
Well, you had a fake Facebook account too that was friend
I
requesting
had a
everybody.
fake Facebook account. Then
What
I
happened
got
with that?
3.
Our Twitter got hacked.
Our Twitter got hacked. I got that back. Twitter is back.
Oh,
I
what's
got,
the BDM's name that helped-
Matthew.
Matthew, thank you to Matthew, a BDM that heard that whole thing. We didn't have to go through the Russian hacker.
Oh,
Matthew.
I didn't realize we bypassed the Russian.
We did. We had to. Because
and that guy was hounding us. He was
Yeah.
he's like, "Are you ignoring me?"
Yeah, that guy was threatening me. Like I'm sitting there eating. There's no
Like a
bullshit.
guy on Tinder.
I was sitting there eating dinner with my daughter, and my phone's going crazy. This is last week.
Yeah.
When I took the screenshot, and I'm like, "What the hell?" And I look, and the guy goes, "Are you ignoring?" That's the only thing I see is, "Are you ignoring me?"
In
And
all caps.
Dude, I got nauseous. I'm like, "This dude's gonna kill me." I was like, "What did Tony do? Did he give him my address?"
It's the
like,
good morning, beautiful, and you don't respond fast enough. Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know what Tony had done, and I started to freak out. I lost my appetite. I was like, Maisie's like, "What's wrong, Daddy?" I'm like, "Daddy's got made it talking to some bad men." Like, it was weird.
So anyway, so Mo, back when Daniel got his credit card stolen, he had to call in himself to resolve everything.
Citibank, LifeLock.
Yeah.
Man.
Multiple phone
Yeah.
calls. I was on the phone, no exaggeration, the day that I talked to you. 5 hours. It took me 5 hours to rectify all 3.
And
I just wouldn't quit. You guys know how fucking stubborn I am, and I was like, I'm staying on this until it's done, or I'll forget about it, or it'll get worse.
And he's like, he wanted Andrea to do it because she obviously has everything organized and knows exactly.
I don't
like,
even know my
what-
passwords to get into my bank account.
Yeah. He doesn't. Yeah, Andrea does it, and why not? She does it better.
Well,
and she'll do it better. You don't want that distress, and she likes doing it.
I inherited being very
She
poor.
likes doing it.
Well, she does. She does like doing it.
She
You can
does
ask
it better
her.
than Daniel.
Well, hold on.
Daniel
Sam,
will
can
fuck
you
it
call
up.
her? Can
Well,
you,
see, that doesn't mean she likes it. That just means
Exactly.
she doesn't want it fucked up.
Can you call
Yeah.
my wife?
Probably
Yeah, thank you.
just like fed up with it.
But no,
Same difference.
I'm really bad at it. Like when I try to do it,
Well, I know that doesn't make her happy to do it. That means like she's just upset that you can't.
Wow, I
do it.
actually agree with Seth on something.
Well,
wow, I actually agree with Seth on something. No, seriously, I can't. You're right.
well, no, but it's
she might not say
but it's
it.
like how our business works. Daniel, like, I'm not going to Daniel like, here's like, let me edit this show. Like, why would I
Well,
do
you
that?
say
I'm
that
horrible.
after the show, and I
But deep down, you wish that he could probably do that, right? Like, oh, it'd be nice if he did half of the
No, because Daniel does it better. He's like, I know how I want to do it.
You're answering for him.
All right. Do you want me to edit the shows every once in a while?
I don't want you anywhere near it.
Exactly.
Not even close.
And I don't want you to handle business with Moe.
In fact, he knows this. I hate it, and he does it sometimes to rattle me. He'll be like, if we have to put something on one of these cameras, he'll go, I'll just move my camera, and he'll start reaching for it. And I'll be, oh, no, I got it.
Yeah.
I'll move the camera. I got it.
Like when me and Moe have our monthly marketing meetings, I'm not going to send you, what do you know?
Monthly meeting?
I like
but other potential clients, I mean, were like, oh, this guy got the goods. So anyway,
he's been having these secret meetings. He had a secret meeting with Mark Villain. Do you know about that?
No, I didn't.
They met up in the parking lot. They met up in the parking lot of Goombas, and there was a money exchange.
Well, that's just I'm trying to get free villain hats.
Well, if you give money.
Anyway, so it got me thinking, and this is a serious question, Moe. So I started looking at Daniel's situation. I was like, listen, I know Daniel. I've known him for a while. And Andrea does everything in life better than Daniel could do it, right? And she basically does it for you, because she does it. She's the most organized person I know, right? Everything, finances, she organizes. And then she basically takes care of all the business part of life for you, and you liked it that way, right?
Well, I'm not good at the business part of it.
So
it's the same relationship, basically, that you and I have, except I put my dick in her mouth.
So
sorry, Mo.
Exactly. So why? I don't think. Hey, Daniel, you should do this business part. Why would they do that? I want you to be funny and do the audio and do all the make the show sound good. Do what you're good at.
I want you to be funny and I want you to do the business stuff that you enjoy.
It's the Belichick model where he just drafts players and only asks them to do what they're good at. Doesn't ask them to do what they're bad at.
I'm going to Tampa, baby.
Anyway, so then I started thinking. I was like, why doesn't Daniel? Because then, obviously, the Britney Spears thing and the conservatorship and all that has been in the news and the legality of all that. And I was like, man, it would make sense for Daniel to enter into a conservatorship with his wife, Andrea, and basically just sign his rights away.
That's kind of insulting to me, isn't it?
Huh?
Like a little
no, because look at this.
I mean, it's kind of already happening on its own, right?
Yes, but it's not legal yet, and because if it was legal, Andrea could call the credit cards for you, and she could handle everything.
Have to, right?
Like
I'd be like taking pictures of myself in my bikini. I'd be like,
well, she could sign
dance videos.
She could sign any paperwork for you.
Twirling in my backyard.
She would have complete legal rights over you, and that would be good for you. Why not? Because the only bad part about it is if she was evil in any way, and then she screwed you over, or sort of like taking your money.
But
or
she can't. She would never.
She would never do that. I know Andrea.
She's no Jamie Spears.
It would just make it easier.
She's like the exact opposite of Jamie Spears.
Because the last thing in Daniel's life that is a stressor to him are his own rights, and he should give.
You know what?
He should give his rights away.
I think I'm actually.
Why not?
You're kind of getting me on this.
Who cares? Because then, and if you ever wanted to go back, then this is what I was going to ask.
But you do have to pay Andrea for her services.
Do I?
Yeah.
What if she does it voluntarily?
Well, what if she charges $1 like I'm selling a jet ski on Craigslist? You always put $1, like whatever.
I'll wait till Moe's a professional here.
So, Moe, first, how you doing?
Good.
Wow,
good.
there it is.
Second, is it possible for Daniel to enter into a conservatorship?
Daniel, why'd you say it like that?
With an Andrea.
Well, my real name is Daniel. I mean, that's how you pronounce it. They were from Virginia, my parents.
Just
take
over all of Daniel's rights, so he doesn't have to worry about it anymore. And
what's the downfall to that, though? I almost feel like
I think Tom's saying there is none.
I don't think there is, unless Andrew's evil.
It's really bad for Andrea because it's more work.
What if she's already doing it?
But what if she dies?
Oh, then you're fucked.
Then do I go to the stage?
Yeah, you go to the stage.
God, I go to the stage?
Ward of the stage.
She's not going to die. Does he go to the stage?
She might actually put it in Maisie's name to be next in line.
Maisie, a mean bitch.
My name.
Well, you can't do nothing about it now, buddy.
Maisie hates me this
morning.
You
better get a good lawyer.
I went to Maisie's room this morning. She chased me out. I went downstairs. She didn't say a word to me. I haven't seen her. this morning.
So, Moe, how does that work? Is it easy to enter into a conservatorship? How does that work?
So what you're really talking about is a power of attorney, because the difference between a power of attorney and conservatorship is the person on a conservatorship doesn't have the capacity to enter into an agreement. So what you're talking about is Daniel's. He has the capacity. Well, theoretically.
Well, yeah, I mean, we could argue.
You can test his IQ and see that. How do you determine that?
I have a high IQ. I just don't use it.
Well, yeah, and like as far as like all the how credit cards work and all.
I mean, he's bad at life. He just has Andrea there to bail him out.
Bank accounts, like you don't want to deal with any of that shit.
I really don't do much, really.
Well, can we fake that
when it comes to the family?
We could go to the courtroom and Daniel could be like, put on some sort of show that
we just need one doctor to write a note.
Yeah, we know some doctors, medium doctors.
I think my medical marijuana
Seth
doctor
knows a million.
They'll write anything.
Yeah.
I tell him that. I asked my guy, I was like, "Are you a doctor?" And he was like, and I was like, "Ooh.
I'm a doctor of something."
Right.
Touche.
Well, he asked me, and when they really screw you down, he's like, "Well, you do realize if I'm not a doctor, then you don't get your marijuana." And I go, "Well, then you're a doctor." Right? That's how it works.
Technically, there's massage doctors. There's a lot of doctors.
That's what you call yourself, BDM Infinity. You're Dr. Massage.
So you have to prove to the court that Daniel can't take care of himself.
Yeah, because what you're basically doing is asking the court to appoint someone to take care of him or take care of his affairs because he can't do so. So that's just like in the Britney Spears thing. They had to have the doctors come in who kind of declared her incompetent, for lack of a better term. And then they took care of her affairs. But here, most likely if Daniel wants to get rid of those responsibilities, he just signs a power of attorney over to Andrea. She takes care of his affairs.
Okay, so
she
is that just
on line one, and she's also in the chat room, and we might have a problem here. She does not want to do this.
You know what? She's doing it anyway.
Sam and I are correct.
She wants to do. Hey, babe.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm listening to this conversation, and nobody asked me if I want to do this.
I don't ask you anything. You ever want to do anything? I mean,
Tom just screams at me. She wants to do it. She wants to do it.
Yeah,
she likes it.
Oh, she wants to do it. Well, I do it now because I'm getting things done, but I don't necessarily want to have to do it. Yeah. If you ask any mom or woman, the mental load is real, and I don't have to think about somebody else's shit on top of my own.
Whoa, easy with the language. This is a family show, and this is the first time the Seth's ever gotten anything right with a woman, I think.
Right.
Well done. Fist bump for you, buddy.
You get a presto trip.
No, I'm too mean to you.
I know what I'm talking
I'm
about.
obviously too mean to you because you know my wife better than I do.
But, Andrea, I'm doing this for you, and I'll explain. Because
that's a good move. I like that.
Because you're doing it anyway, right? And then now when you have to deal with Daniel's affairs, you usually have
I don't have affairs.
You have to get Daniel on the line to tell the person at Wachovia that you can talk with.
Oh, we had to do that. We had to do that. Yeah, I hate that.
And then that's just an extra step that you wouldn't have to do if Daniel just signed you power of attorney.
No, let me stop you there, because if I'm signed power of attorney, they're going to want me to fax the power of attorney sheet from the lawyer before I can even talk to them. So just talking to them on the phone and having Daniel say, hey, put it down in writing that I can talk to them is easier. Almost.
See, that's why I go back to conservatorship. Because conservatorship, right, you have to prove that
all you're doing is proving that I'm already in a conservatorship right now, because she's saying that she does this already, and you're saying you need the piece of paper, and she's like, no, I don't really. I can still do it.
Well, like nobody on the phone is going to believe that I'm a conservator of my husband. They're going to.
But I'll tell them.
I probably feel sorry for you.
No. I have a plan for that. You're going to have a little recording of me saying, hello, I'm her husband. I'm upstairs somewhere doing something fun or playing the Xbox. I got the new Forza of 5. I'm race crazy.
Oh, yeah, just a recording.
Yeah, please, do the thing.
What do I get out of this?
Man.
What's in it for me?
Well, you're getting, first of all, you can
get out of it.
When can I get out of it? I'm like, oh, man.
Well, first of all, you're going to...
It is like a prison sentence.
You'll be one of the world's most famous conservators. And there's that.
Yeah.
You're still married to me, and that's like really cool around Orlando because we are one of the.
Do I control your bank account at that point, which I do, but then I can shut off your card so you can't order?
You already do that.
Yeah. I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Like she's already a conservator.
She shuts my card off, Mo. You don't know this, but I buy too many artificial planes or fake planes. I buy the fake planes on the Microsoft Flight Simulator. I bought a new one last week.
What?
I did.
I don't know what are you talking about?
$35 for a Russian training jet.
Ooh.
This thing's awesome.
There's a guy at Executive who has one of those.
It has all the liveries. I got everybody. I got all the United States Navy, and then I got all the United States Marines. I even got the Red Hawks.
Quite the fleet there.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
So let me ask Mo a question.
Not real, Mo. It's not real.
Unrelated to the conservatorship. So in my household, what I do is anytime I have to sign something or they get emailed, like, hey, you got to sign some paperwork or some legal document, I just tell my wife, I'm like, just sign that shit and send it back.
What do you even have them do? Why don't you just forge? Why don't you just scribble?
Yeah, Andrea does that
That's what
too.
I do. That's what I used to do.
Andrea forges my signature on everything.
I don't want to print it out and then scan it back. I just I tell my wife, just sign it.
No,
why do you even tell your wife to sign it? Why can't you just, her signature by now? Just
no, not hers, mine. I tell my wife to sign mine.
I've seen Tom before. One time, Tom, you had a document you needed to sign. He signed his screen and then took a picture of it.
Sounds about right.
And then sent that to you.
So Mo, and
crazy.
So a lot of people, I've thought about this for a while, and tell me if this is legally accurate. So I have her sign it because I'm too lazy to do it, and then I say, and she always brings up the point. She's like, "Well, what if they say this is not your husband's legal signature?" I'll say, "Well, all I have to say is yes, that's my signature. I was signing it fast, so it looked different."
But you could say, "This bitch is trying to steal mine." You'll have her arrested.
See, so I can say it is mine when I want to, but I also, if something like I want to go back on something or whatever, get out of it, I can be like, "That's not my signature," and then they can show my signature and her fake signature of mine.
This is null and void.
And then so I look at it like the ultimate,
it's a free ticket out.
Yeah. It's like hedging your bet in gambling.
I think it's called fraud.
No, okay. So is that fraud?
I was going to say, you can just sign your name different on things.
I love that you're admitting this in front of your lawyer.
I mean, you're authorizing her to sign it for you. So, I mean, technically, you've authorized the signature. But if then you go back in court or something, you said that you didn't do that and that's not your signature, that would be fraud.
I like that term. You know what I authorize? Authorize them thighs.
Am I correct into the thought of fraud is something you have to prove, right? But like, how could you prove that I didn't? Like, I'll be like, I didn't sign this. My wife signed it for me. This document should not be legal because I didn't know about it. And
she did it without me authorizing it.
And then I'll tell her like, hey, just say I told you.
I'm sorry. I thought he authorized it. I was mistaken. I'm a horrible wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're trying to keep each other out of jail here.
Yeah.
For fraud.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. So I just tell her what to say, and then she says it at the courtroom. It doesn't have to be the truth.
Yeah.
Everybody lies.
I was high on drugs at the
time. Like, it's like whether you're swearing on a Bible. What does that mean? Andrea, I'm still going to work on this conservatorship because
I'm on board now.
I feel like
at first I thought it was an insult.
Having all of Daniel's legal rights could only benefit you. Yeah, even if
I need to know what I'm getting out of doing this additional work. I'm going to have to quit my job then if I'm taking care of a 6-year-old and a 45-year-old.
45.
I'm quitting my job.
No, I mean, you only use it when you need it.
You see how affected I am by this? How selfish I am. I'm like, I don't care. Quit your job. I got a separate bank account. All my money goes into it.
All right, I got to think this out more, Andrea. Let me, I'll get back to you.
I love you, baby.
Get back to me.
What are you doing now?
Would you be willing to take on other people's?
Just having
because I'm kind of interested.
Yeah, I kind of want to sign.
I'd pay her a little bit of money to do that.
Yeah, what if you?
He's cheap though, Andrew, and don't do it.
I'll give
Hold on, do you have a lot of people's power of attorney? Because you're an attorney.
I mean, I'm not power of attorney for anybody. I don't need that kind of responsibility.
Can I start a business? Wait, Mo, can I start a business by being people's power of attorney and just handling their affairs?
Yeah,
or is that like personal assistant?
I mean, it's a little bit of both, but yeah, you could.
I gotta want to do that. But I'll let
you
Andrea.
can't even handle your own life. I thought you meant you wanted to be a conservator. I was like, there's no way.
He just lost his mind right there. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. His mind too fresh.
That was crazy. He just put what you guys just witnessed. If you're watching live on Twitch, I'm glad Seth saw it. What happened was he was imagining what it would be like having Andrea organize his life, and he went.
Soul left his body.
Because I could never do this with my wife. Because I know people are thinking, well, why don't you just do it with your wife? But I don't trust her.
Wow. You're married to the wife.
Why does it say like one dream of that I cheated on her?
Well, she doesn't trust you.
Shut up. No, over a dream or whatever. You're crazy. Andrea's logic and businesswoman.
This is like the most damaging first segment of the show we have ever done. Seth went sideways, and now my relationship's ruined, and you just said you don't trust your own
And he admitted to fraud and
not so much to sign all my rights to her. Like, I trust Andrea. I'll sign my rights away to Andrea.
Don't trust her.
I do.
Don't trust
She's trustworthy.
Don't trust her.
She can only do the right thing. It's like Tommy. He cannot do anything wrong.
Once you get a feel for that power and what it can do, you might turn.
What if Andrea turned evil?
That's just it. She can turn.
If she turned evil, it'd be fucking terrible for me. Because I'm literally weak. I'm a turtle in a shell.
Oh, Mo, what could Andrea do with Daniel's power of attorney? Like, she could start, have business decisions over this business, right? And do
whatever he authorizes her to do in the power of attorney, then she can do it. So, yeah.
But I authorize her to do everything, so that's everything, right?
Yep,
I mean, what it means is what it means.
All right, Andrea.
Wait a minute.
You mean you can sign him up for karate?
Hold on a second. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is what I have to do in order to save the company. Because it would make her take my role in the company. I'd step away, and then she'd organize this, and then you guys would work.
Yeah, but no, then she'd see what I'm doing, and then she'd
she
be
might
like,
shut it down.
Yeah,
shut it down.
She's like, "What are you doing, you idiot? Like, it's all messed up. Everything's messed up." And then
she's giving me warnings to get out while I can.
Daniel doesn't care about it. I'll tell him, I'm like, "Hey, I think we're gonna do this. Put this way." What are you telling me for? He's like, "We're wasting your time. Do whatever you want." And I'm like, "Thank you." And then it works better. But then what I'm doing is definitely wrong and makes no sense whatsoever. Like, there's money here, they're paying this off, and I got the huge this. Anyway. All right, Andrea, I'll talk to you soon.
Love you. Bye.
Okay. Bye, love you.
So, Mo, before we let you get out of here, because I know you're a busy man and you got things to do.
Is this where you go off the script?
No. I'm
Need some more gambling advice.
No. Right. This has something to do with a personal issue that
prostate.
That Seth had been mentioning a couple times. Seth
Butler just popped in the chat.
Look at the beach.
Help! The bees are crazy. Help!
No, he's wanting to do the conservatorship.
He's signing up too. Everybody's signing up.
How do I get on that shit?
Butler definitely doesn't need any rights. I don't think he
has any. He's not even American.
Yeah, he's not even American.
I'm pretty sure she claims him on her taxes and stuff.
Anyway.
And his wife's a doctor. It's awesome.
So, Seth mentioned a couple shows ago that you had given him a call because you were interested in purchasing a boat.
Email.
An email? Okay.
Yes.
And I was just curious because I know we've known each other for a long time. We've had a lot of business meetings, and we've known each other for at least 5 or 6 years. Since the first business meeting we had in Sean Watson's the living room.
Yeah.
And it was that was longer than 6 years
And then I was
ago.
the director for the videos. If you remember that,
you might remember me from the
first dollar we made at T&D Media.
That's
was,
true. You remember me from the videos. I was producer.
So anyway, I was just curious to why you reached out to
sounds so
Seth
sad right now.
about boating advice
pathetic.
Because he's new to it, and because we're friends,
So
that I've been a boater for a while.
You're a little upset that Mo asked
New boat guy Seth.
Yeah. Like, he says it's the breezer and the strings. He don't know nothing about boating.
Well, he goes out almost every weekend.
I proved that I did with your quiz.
So what kind of boat are you looking to get?
Maybe it's none of your business. That's what these two friends over here.
It's none of your damn business, Tom.
No. You're throwing it out there. I'm thinking I'll give you my advice.
I've heard your boating stories and the missing keys. And
that's on the show. That's only the story.
Oh, that's my excuse when I'm on Facebook. I tell them I'm just playing this character on the show.
Yeah,
that's what I say. That's what I say.
The only reason Tom bought a boat was so that the people at the place where he keeps it at will have a boat to use. Everyone knows that.
No, because I know you're looking for a family-style boat. And
family-style boats are when everybody gets a life and you share a life vest. They don't take too big of a scoop of life vest.
Well, it doesn't say family like 25-foot black Hulk Hogan.
Seth's got more of an aggressive wakeboarding.
And I took my family out on it multiple times.
Extreme motorsports power boat, and I think you should go more towards deck boat, something more sensible. What happened to those I mean, is Mo looking to do some hardcore wakeboarding?
You guys want to go out? Let's do some geocaching. Let's find crabs.
So I
You don't think I'm a wakeboarder? I mean,
I didn't say that.
I was going to say
I feel like you implied that.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, you can email me at any time. Anytime you have boating advice or looking for a boat, you can send me the boats that you're interested in. I'll give you my advice on which one's good, how to negotiate.
You don't reply to text messages.
I'm familiar with the boating industry.
I did that with you, and you're like, don't get that, and I got the boat that I loved. You told me not to get.
Yeah, well, that's what you don't listen to me.
Like it's too big. It's just this.
So you wanted a boat. You sent it to Tom. Tom said, absolutely not. This is a mistake. And you've been out on your boat every weekend since you purchased it when?
Yeah.
3 months ago?
3 months ago, yeah,
Okay.
about 3 months ago.
All right.
Yeah, but you bought too big of a boat, and it's
Sitting in my
absurd.
driveway, perfect fit.
No, it's too big.
Fits like a glove.
No, it's a pain in the ass in that goddamn huge
How
boat.
many times have you been on your boat in the last 3 months?
For maybe 8 times.
Okay, how many times have you been on your boat
all
in
right.
the past?
Well, I got a
in the past
busy.
3
There's an
months?
event coming up.
Have you
I got
been
to
on
do.
your boat in the? Yeah,
There's
once.
an event, and I got other things, and the wife and the kids there, and then I got business meetings with Mo.
You
I'm
just bring up the boats while you're having a business meeting. I know this is a business meeting, but let's go over the boats first because I care about you and you're my friend.
I'm just saying, Mo. If you have any questions, I'm here.
you're more of
to
an
help.
ocean boatman. I was looking for a lake boat.
Hold on.
He shouldn't have to defend himself. I feel this is.
Is he on trial?
I feel it's
Apparently.
weird to defend yourself about friendships. That's when this is a man that claims to have no emotion, right?
Yeah.
But now we have our attorney defending his friendship to Tom, which is not something that I would do, and I'm the most sensitive member of this fucking hunk of shit.
No, I know all bodies of water. I know what the rivers, the lakes, the ocean.
All nautical
The
bars.
rivers and
You go
the
out way
lakes
far in the
and
ocean. There's a lot of water out there. And you can do anything you
You
want.
just became Rodney Dangerfield. You got lakes and you got rivers. The rivers got more water. Oh!
All right, we need to take a break.
Yeah, we
so
do.
Mo can get out of here. This is a busy
Gotta
man.
get on his boat.
Wasting his time.
Again, just call Mo.com. If you're in an accident, call him first because you could be, missing out on your rights like Daniel's about to do.
You got any more of those tickets to the fun spots?
Working on it. We should have some more probably next week. So.
Oh, let's
Don't
talk
give
about
any
that.
to Tom. Don't give any to Tom.
Hold on, my sons love Fun Spot,
Yeah.
and they
Come on out.
And I want to
Bring your boat. You can show Mo your boat. Pull your boat out there.
Yeah,
This is the kind of boat you should get. Good old American deck boat right there. Tiny cooler.
Can I get, well, let's see, 4, and then I'll bring some friends. I need 9. if
Okay.
you can.
Good shot.
Jesus
Nine.
Christ. 9 tickets.
family.
What?
God,
I feel bad it's for like 2 or 3. Like, no,
You're
2 or 3.
channeling your old Clear
9?
Channel days.
No, you have to ask for the, and then they come back. They're like, "I'll give you 7.
I can give you 6.
You always ask for more. That's what I know about negotiation with boats.
That used to be my secret way to get back at people that would ask for free tickets. I would they'd ask, they'd be like, "Hey, can you give me 6?" And I'd always go like, "Nah, I can give you 3." I go odd numbers. I'd always go odd numbers. Like, can you give me 9? I can give you 5.
Yeah, no one ever wants that.
They don't want them. They don't want. I used to do it all the
then.
time, and it would make me so happy. I can't do it. I got one single. I can't do it. My wife. I'm sorry. All right,
Well,
buddy.
thank you, Mo, for
Yeah, no, thank
sponsoring
you
our event, Sofa and Suds, this weekend.
appreciated.
And next time you're on, we'll talk about some more legal stuff because I think we're close with the Daniels conservatorship.
get
It's
there.
on the brink.
You heard of the band Hot Water Music? Who hasn't? If you live in Florida, you should probably know these guys. The name of this song is Killing Time. It's a brand new single. We'll be back right after this. I like it wet.
Why did you say that?
Water. We're doing Guardian Water. Guardian Water Services.
Okay. Well, why'd you say it like a creepo? With the
It's just, I don't know. It's just how I said it.
Well, the water is wet. Well, you
I
said-
like it wet. How about that? Is that better?
No. GuardianWaterServices.com.
What services do they provide, Tom?
They provide full conditioning systems to your house so that all that chlorine and every other
calcium buildup.
Yeah, calcium and
stinky egg fart smell.
Yeah.
There's just no other way to say it, right? It's sulfur.
Yep, gets filtered out before it even goes into your house, so all your pipes are saved. I mean, it can save you from repiping your house. It can save your appliances, your dishwasher, your washing machine,
all your fixtures, all of those fancy. We used to have a obnoxious sink in our second studio bathroom.
Yep.
We had the fancy bowl, but that stuff can get destroyed if your water is caustic and odd.
Yep.
And Guardian will get out there, test it. They'll let you know what you're working with. And we all have RO systems. Sam has one. Used mine last night. I made soup last night. What's the main ingredient in soup, Tom?
Yep.
Water. And you need good water to have good soup.
Well, they talk about cooking and how much the water purity is important to cooking and the taste of things.
It's a game changer, dude.
Yeah, and if you have that RO system like we all have underneath our sink, I mean, it comes out, there's another faucet that's just pure RO water. So you don't need any of the filters anymore. You don't need to buy the Brita filters. I got mine connected to my refrigerator, so I get RO ice now.
Nice.
Even though the refrigerator has its own filter, it goes RO into the filter. It's the cleanest water I can get.
Yeah, it's absolutely the best purchase that I think I've ever made for my house.
And Guardian Water is a great locally owned business, BDM owned, that does a lot for Yellow Brick Road, and they always contribute to Yellow Brick Road Foundation. So if you want to support local, a small business, get a full conditioning system, that RO system, talk to GuardianWaterServices.com.
Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Seth.
And I'm Dan.
That was weird.
It was weird, wasn't it?
You didn't like it, did you?
You didn't like it, did you?
No,
First he took Moe away from you, now he's taking the show away from you.
I don't
We've never done that before.
I'm like, I dream. I'm like maybe one day, Daniel's like, it's my show. I want to do everything.
Oh my God, no.
No, but then I'm like, yes, and then
Finally.
because I'm lazy, I just want to show up and tell some jokes. And Daniel's like, I have control over everything. And then
I don't want control over nothing.
I know, neither do I.
So you both want to just be in conservatorships then?
Yes, you be our conservator.
You have to pay me a lot more.
I did laugh, because with all the conservatorship talk, because me and Daniel do like our wives just doing everything for us.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to do it.
Nobody wants to do it.
I don't want to fuck up, and there's certain things that she will, there's certain things that, I definitely have the easier end of the deal, but there are certain things that I do that she will never touch. She does not cook any type of protein. That's not her thing. She won't touch it.
What do you mean? She'll cook everything else but protein?
So no meat?
No, I normally cook. Most of our meals are cooked by me. There's some that she'll do, but most of the time, 90% of the time, 95%, I'm the meat man.
I think most men end up falling into that stereotypical
Men babies.
Yeah, where you're an old man and your wife just does everything for you, and then but there is a sad part of it if you're real old.
I take my pills.
And then the wife dies, and then the old man doesn't know what to do. Because
I'm looking forward to
that. Then he dies out
That's when you go under the bridge.
Yeah, that's when you go under the bridge. I'm under the bridge downtown. Is where what?
Yeah. Because who wants to do all the basic life rigmarole of, you pay your bills and do all the stuff and you have to fill the paperwork.
Andrea, the initial work that Andrea has to do is all that. It's just initial work. Now that it's on autopilot, she's got a pretty fucking good now.
Yeah, it's like, who wants to budget your money?
It just to fuck you every night, so that's cool.
I know. I mean, who wouldn't want to sit on a potato all night?
Let's do some news.
All right. Seth's news is which one is it? What's it called?
Douche Bro News.
Douche Bro News.
We're not changing that. Okay.
I mean, I can for 2022.
Start a petition on change.org and we'll get some signatures.
99 MRIs trying to prove he's gonna die. The CD is kicking in with every new hit at the gym. He laid out Kimbo with an attack, but the Russian won't call him back. And we all forgot about that fight. Just won't prove for long you're gonna die. Seth Petrozelli with your douche bro news. Narps.
Douche Bro News.
News brought to you today by all our new merch, which will be out at Sofa and Suds first to purchase, and then after, Eric's going to have it all online.
We're bad at business. None of us wore any of the new merch. Well, Dan does have the hat on.
Well, I mean, that's just because I left him here. I'm not going to take credit for...
I had to wear my Free Britney
I got
shirt.
home... I got home yesterday, and I was like, where are my hats? And I searched the entire house, thinking that I had already brought them home. They were here the entire time, which is why I wore
You
my
need a
Orlando
conservatorship.
Magic. Yeah, I do. Thank you, Sam. 100%, because my wife...
This guy's incompetent.
My wife did say, you didn't bring those. You brought your soap. You brought the soap.
Oh, she got soap.
Yeah, but I don't know where I put it. Apparently, I put it somewhere. My wife found it. She's like, there's soap here. Where's
It's in the fridge.
What's the soap? Right, exactly.
To plug the soap from groovesoaps.com,
Yeah.
we got our Tom and Dan BDM charity soap. All the proceeds, the profits are going to go to Yellow Brick Road Foundation.
Yeah. Now, true to form, Maisie already stole all my soap because it smells so damn good. She snatched up all of it. And, get some of those. Yours is the one she likes the most, so you were correct. Which
Yours
also,
is the sandalwood. Tom's got the sandalwood. Dan's got the
Very
bourbon.
manly smell, sandalwood, right?
It's great.
Also,
I picked the flavors, so I don't know what that says about me.
we got a new villain collaboration coming up soon, and that'll be it'll be up on our merch page, but it clicks through to villainclothing.com. But we got front BDM license plate, vanity plates. We've got some DOP kits or makeup bags. Tom and Dan Dreamin'. We've got some dog collars that we made. The first ever Tom and Dan belt. Fully supplemented belt.
Yeah, it's
Do you wear belts still?
And
I do.
Is that a thing?
I mean, like, you wear a lot of athletic wear.
Oh, so it's
You
tight
wear
already.
karate belts.
Yeah, he wears a lot of athletic wear, but like for jeans and stuff, like I haven't had a belt
You
because
guys never wear belts.
well, because we were a lot more chunky, right? And
You need
now
it more than ever.
Now I need it because I'm less chunky.
We got to
so-
get good fitting pants that are nice and snug. Like, you got mom jeans on right now. I'm not dogging.
He's not wrong.
I'm
He's
not,
not wrong.
I'm not dogging.
He's not wrong. I
That's
deserve.
old
Look,
and
It's popular.
I deserve that. I deserve that.
But I'm not
Look, I
dogging
pick
on
on you all the time. If you ain't got mom jeans, that's fine.
Okay,
It's
wait,
okay.
I like it when people believe the other people. First story.
So I never ever get political with my news ever. Usually,
No.
I don't. I
No.
never get political because I don't like that. Because I'm sure we all have different
but
ideas
this
about things.
time,
No.
But no. Did you guys? Obviously, we
But
know
when
about-
I do, you know the way I'm going.
no,
Look
not
at my
really.
boat. Where am I going?
Oh, come on. Only I lean a little bit. Not all right, President Biden's the infrastructure bill. Okay, we all heard about that.
What did I tell you?
So one of, do you guys know all the,
for Kamala?
do you know how you guys know like all the provisions in that infrastructure bill? Like, do you know all the ins and outs? Like all the details?
No, of course I don't. I don't give a fuck.
Give a
I don't
fuck. It's
give a
our money.
fuck about
What do you
any
mean?
of
It's
it.
our money.
Our money,
You know,
who gives a fuck?
You know what I care about? I
Okay.
care about. I
You guys
care
don't
about
care about
infrastructure.
You know what I care about? I care about Mass Singer. I care about get my dick sucked. I care about new beers.
Of course you don't care because you don't
I care
deal with
about
your
new
finance.
music being released. I care about movies. I got some Dune action going on. I care about seeing my wife naked. Tell her, hey, high five. I get fucked up, smoke some weed. That's what I care about. I don't care about some fucking infrastructure. Biden, Trump. I'll fuck it. Fuck that shit.
Jesus, you definitely.
I don't care about any of that.
You're like, I have more money towards the bridges. Who gives a what? I don't care.
Yeah, how are you voting? Are you ready? I don't care anymore.
Well, maybe Andrea would care because she deals with the finances and she's.
She
the
does care.
responsible.
Yeah, she does.
All right, so part of that bill, one of the provisions is a mandate for anti-drunk driving technology in new cars. So, as part of the legislation, car makers will have to include technology to detect.
Legislation.
Legislation.
You got to do it to me, so I have to do this. Seth.
Do it.
Legislation. Sorry. Car makers will have to include technology to detect and stop drunk drivers by as early as 2026.
Licensing legislation,
I think that's I think that's crazy to me. Like, right? Or is that? Am I
So
just
what
thinking
is
that's
it
not a big
though?
deal?
Like, are they going to have like
They'll
to
have
blow into your steering
They'll have
wheel?
to determine the best solution to curtail intoxicated drunk driving. So there possibly something where it'll passively monitor the performance of the driver of the vehicle to see if you're impaired or not.
I want to blow into my
How do you,
CD player.
Well, anytime this thing or like this information gets released, people freak out and they're like, "They're not controlling my car." You know what I'm saying? It's like,
But you have an old truck. That doesn't affect you.
I know, yeah, but
your trucks are 92. It's
people freak out, like, and then obviously
People freaked out about the whole seatbelt bill.
Oh, my dad.
When that shit passed, everyone lost their mind. Helmets.
My dad. Okay,
helmets
I don't know how much you remember. I don't know how much you remember. But my father fucking hated seatbelts.
Yeah.
Refused to wear them. Railed against the government for enforcing it. Railed against, and he got one of the last things he got that was so sad is he got the independent seatbelt ticket. The independent seatbelt ticket, where it's just the seatbelt.
I only
right?
take my seatbelt off when I cross over a bridge.
My dad was so mad.
Why?
It's important to do that.
Oh my God!
Why?
Don't tell her because she's paranoid and she'll start doing it.
Oh God, what?
Because if you fall off the bridge,
No, that's my worst nightmare.
Imagine being trapped with your seatbelt and the water's going.
Hey, you need to get one of those tools that breaks my window.
Oh, my wife.
That takes time.
My wife's paranoid just like Samantha because she's like, I put this tool around your gear shifter. This is how it works. The knife parts, you can cut your seatbelt off and then you stab the your
if I'm having to
window
cut my
and it breaks.
seatbelt off and shatter the windshield, just kill me.
I'm already dead. Yeah.
That's just it. If you have your seatbelt off, you can just open the door and float and swim out.
No, because you're not going to be able to because you have a new enough car, and especially your Hellcat. When it goes in, the first thing that's going to happen to you, electrical systems go out. Those doors are locked. You're good as dead. There's no way. You got a sunroof in that?
Yeah, I'll be able to punch right through
No,
that.
you can't. It is unpunchable.
I guarantee. I can break a
underwater.
board. I can set a board like this
Underwater?
and break the board. I can shatter the glass.
Underwater?
Yeah, I just told you I can go from a stop position to shoving my hips and thrusting my hips and shatter a board.
Underwater.
It simulates me being underwater doing that from a
simulations.
Position.
We've done the simulations.
Well, that's why if you could punch through anything, then why don't you just leave your seatbelt on?
Because I can't punch through a seatbelt. That's you're gonna rip that.
Well, just take it off.
The water might seize
push the button. I can't push the button.
It's gonna run instantaneously.
Just trust me.
Anyway, so they want to put some drunk driving shit in there,
and it's gonna be. It's not just breath. So they want to go beyond breathalyzers. It's gonna be some sort of
Assalyzers. You're gonna fart into
some sort of technology where it's gonna analyze the way you're driving.
Well, they already kind of had that. I remember my wife gave me one of these things from Progressive. You stick it in that little computer area on your car where you would put like a VADCOM or something, like if you're like a tech a tuner dude, and it would like read it how you're driving and be he takes off like he doesn't accelerate too crazy or whatever, and then it would beam it back to Progressive, right, and then I'd lower my rate. But I didn't drive well enough. Like I drove too crazy. Like when mine came back, they're like, you get nothing.
You pay more, sir.
Well, I don't think it would say that. I don't know if that's allowed, but it would be like, no, you're not getting our help.
The problem is it's just extremely complicated because I see both sides of it. I don't want the government doing anything either because they're horrible at everything they do and they're inefficient, and we've all seen that. So get the government the hell out of here. On the other hand, we're all fucking killing each other, and everybody's dying in the hospital. Like, your kids are out there getting killed by drunk drivers. You got fucking NFL players killing innocent people.
That shit's bananas.
And then, so people still make horrible, dumbass decisions.
Well, we have a very good friend.
And it's plaguing our society, so we have to do some shit.
Vigilante justice.
They're also proposing for rear seat reminders because so many damn kids have died in the back of the seat. Like, what's the harm in that?
Well, I mean, like, I support,
that's fine.
I support this.
Some people shouldn't reproduce.
Our buddy Frank, his entire family was hit. He's an engineer buddy of ours.
Yeah.
And was pretty instrumental to me hooking up the phones in this studio. He's a really nice man. His entire family was hit by a drunk driver and almost didn't make it. Like, that was it. Like, they were like in the hospital for like 6 months. 8 months, a year. I'm like, that's, and they were, I think they were just going to get food. You know what I mean? They weren't.
Yeah, so it's like, it's a complicated issue that has to be addressed somehow. So good luck, because they're going to be fighting over for years. But I'd rather have technology somehow address it than not. And I don't know how that is. But again, it's hard because the government sucks. So anyway, next story.
So
who can disagree with any of that?
That's good.
This one, I thought, Dan, you would like because you're a dog lover like
I'm puppy. It's getting to a point where I'm about to just get one myself.
Really?
I can't wait for the family any longer. And
You
I
already
think
have puppies.
And I've old ass pee-pee dogs.
Pee everywhere.
No, I want a big dog this time. I want a
you
big
want
dog,
big?
so when it pees like that girl from Braskin. I
sure
want
all
over the
big biker pee-pees.
I'm sure I could talk Tracy into selling you Man and her big, nice, fluffy white dog.
How old?
She's 2 years old.
Trained? Crate trained and stuff?
Oh, crate trained, yes.
Well, why are you making your girlfriord sell her dog?
Oh, I told you I love dogs, but this dog.
You have to break them down to build them back up in your image.
This dog, it just destroys everything in my house.
Yeah, but
And my yard.
you realize if you were able to actually talk her into selling her beloved
She would
dog,
never do that.
Okay,
She
I mean, she'd
Yeah.
But I
hold
might
it
be-
against
I don't
you.
know. Maybe I'll. Yeah, I probably. I would live with that though.
But she couldn't. You could.
I can live with it. I can live with knowing that I forced her to sell her prize.
I mean,
She's all about Seth.
She can still go out and find another muscle man that's rich. Like, she's
yeah,
very
keep
good
her
looking.
dog.
Yeah.
She's
Definitely.
young. You know,
she's
like,
beautiful. There is one guy out there who's like, you know what? Dog's not that bad.
yeah. Like, it's pretty good.
I'm sure every guy will find that dog would be bad. But
I don't know. I could paint a scenario where, I don't want to say me, because that would be disrespectful, but I could paint a scenario where you would do almost anything to sleep with a woman that gorgeous, right?
Well, that's you.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm not saying me. I'm
Well, like
saying
some
there
of the-
are some guys out there
I mean,
that
they're-
would...
They put up with that dog.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I'm sure they would.
And they're not
but I
gonna-
put up with shit.
They're not going to look as ripped as you, but they're not going to have the hypochondria and all the other baggage that you come with. You know what I'm saying?
man.
So it's like,
That's
But I can
harsh.
still beat him up, probably. Probably.
if they just had a regular dad bod, I'm sure she'd be like, it's fine, you know, whatever. He's kind of like, he's a little flabby, but he's like, he works out a little bit.
He's kind of gross, but he likes my dog.
Yeah, but he got regular ears.
No,
He's got regular
she might
ears.
like my personality too. You know, like it's not just my body. And
I never thought about that.
I've never considered
That was
that
the
once.
last
Not
thing.
even one time.
That was the thing I thought was on the bottom of the list.
I feel like
that you
somebody just
took.
revealed the ending of The Sixth Sense. This is like crazy.
What?
My mind is blown.
Next,
Yeah, I'll go to the store instead. Man's best friend no longer has to put up with joining humans on the sofa for soaps in the latest binge watch series. Soon, the nation's dogs will have a range of special pooch-friendly content to enjoy. I
heard about
It's
this.
called DogTv. It's a new television network created specifically for our four-legged friends, which is set, unfortunately, to launch in the UK.
It will work, though. People will pay for this.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
people love their pets.
But
They'll pay
I-
for anything for their pets.
But I think once it's launched in the UK, it'll be over.
Yeah,
You come over here.
Yeah,
Well,
people VPN,
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
it.
yeah,
But
yeah.
this is...
So, but it's not just the thing, you know, it's not like Animal Planet. It's created after 3 years of research. It will air scientifically tested programming aiming to alleviate symptoms of conditions such as separation anxiety, loneliness, and stress. It will also have shows to help owners better understand and look after pets or how to get rid of them.
I
How
bet
much screen time can your dog have
Well,
before we ruin our dogs?
Yeah, I don't know
probably
if it
are
matters
done
for
to our
them.
children.
Yeah, they don't know. I mean,
I don't think it matters with
Just
them.
show them whatever they'll look at it. You know.
I don't know. I turned like I once did a test. I put hardcore heavy metal on my Google Play for Tracy's dog.
You're a terrorist, man.
and it tore my wall apart.
What's torture?
And then one day I
That's
played,
called the David Koresh.
I played in there.
That's what the SWAT team does when you're fucking
Yeah,
barricading
that's what you do to Noriega. You know, you're trying to sweat Noriega
Yeah, you're
out.
playing
So what
Guar.
do? You're like, put on Guar. Noriega's in there. We'll fucking Guar him out.
and they go insane because they can't take it anymore.
It's only a couple hours.
By the way, I bet they already have this, right? Where you go on YouTube and you're like
Yeah.
dog friendly.
I'm sure, but I'm telling you, like, I'm not saying, look, it's been done and somebody might be doing it better, but this is going to make money because pet owners are
100%.
nuts.
I don't know why it hasn't been done sooner, to be honest.
Pet
I
owners
thought
are
this would be
crazy,
done,
dude. Like, you should see some of the shit in this little boutique pet store down here. Like, I'll walk through there some days and just look at some of the stuff. I'm like, this is all garbage. Like, who wants this? You don't need this.
All right, I promise
The
I'm not.
rich ass Baldwin Park lady.
Yeah, they'll buy it.
I'm not talking shit, but for
Yes.
for a minute, Real Radio was running this promotion.
Yes.
Like, turn on the radio for your pets when you leave because
I
you
heard
hear
that.
people talking.
Yeah.
And I'm laughing because I'm like, well, how does that help their advertisers? The fucking dog's not buying anything. So what
If you're leaving for the day,
all it does is
turn the radio on for your pet, so at least we'll be relevant to them.
It's just like, what is
Did you
that?
leave it on for the birds?
What does that do? Like, it can help your PPM meters and shit, I guess, of like, or like time spent listening, but only if a BP. I don't know what it helps.
Yeah, it's weird.
Anyway, next story.
Leave it on for your birds and fish.
So would you buy? Would you spend $10 a month for it? Oh no, it's playing this. Sorry.
I would not. But I can see my mom. I could see a scenario where my mother, loving Maggie, who is now my dog,
Where did you get this story, Seth?
Oh no, is it fake?
It's mine.
No, it's just it's been around since 2012.
No.
DogTv has been around since February 13th, 2012.
Yeah, I just deleted it, but it just said that it was from like... No, it just said 2012.
At least
I swear to God, it says
you just read. We're still talking about the story.
Yeah,
because I know once we talk about it, I go to the next one and I delete it real fast because I don't know, I just do that.
The chat room is basically saying this has been around as long as our podcast have. We started in 09.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you this. Is it on right now? Is that channel on right now? Because I'm literally looking at this article. It says 2021.
Like you go to YouTube and put dog-friendly content.
Yeah, but it's not Dog TV. It's not the actual company.
DogTV.com.
Yeah, but
that's a .com. That's not a channel.
It's the website for the channel. Literally, it says cable channel.
If you looked up just
on demand
dog-friendly content on the internet, there's probably endless hours of content.
I agreed.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if who cares?
Okay, so my story doesn't fucking matter. That's basically
that's wondering where you got.
That's fine.
I didn't say it. I'm just saying it. Okay, let me ask you this though.
No, what?
Do all dogs like the same content?
But they all gonna have.
No, you're gonna have BDTV too for the like.
Oh god.
You knew what you were doing.
It's your idea, man.
What?
Have him do news?
Yeah, why are you doing news? What? I don't know. What do you know about news? Do something else, right?
I like how Tom's like, hold on a second.
He started with politics.
Why do
now
we
he's
even
on
need
a
news?
2012 website, DogTV channel.
No one even cares about this. There you go. What is it? Why are we doing this?
I don't know why you asked him to do this.
I don't know
either. You just said we want to find something for
And it's the only one that we actually pay $100 for. Like, what the fuck?
Well, that's because he won't do it. He won't even come in if it won't.
You need me, so I mean, that's
I don't know. I don't know if we do. I just think we do. I don't know nothing. What do we do? You guys like it, right? They're laughing, talking the whole time.
You're talking through the entire show.
They're talking through the entire thing. Look at the story I said.
You're doing it. You're like, hey, you'll like it, right? That's a great hat. Looks good on you, though.
So how you get a free bowl of soup.
He's doing the run.
My mouth.
Hey, I didn't plan this. Hey, but you guys fucking like it, right? How? My wife, if she wore a green dress with pockets, she'd look like a pool table. Wow. No respect.
All right. November 11th, 2021. Next story. This is when it was.
Okay. Yesterday.
A California woman. This is really cool because how cameras are everywhere right now, and I like cameras. A California woman.
I like cameras.
I like cameras. But I've never had enough cameras around my property to photo the sweeties running around at pool
How many
park.
cameras do you have in your bathroom, Seth?
No, I have none in my.
How many cameras on your property? 12.
I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Damn.
5.
It's like my daughter.
1,
Let me
2,
go.
3, 4, 5.
Outside, inside.
I have 2 outside, 3 inside.
The inside ones are weird.
Yeah, they are.
They're right
outside.
They're right at the entryways.
You should
of my
have more
sliders
outside.
that you can just the people you'll see them right as they come
Having
in.
more cameras inside than outside is like having a reverse Hitler mustache. It's like you have the sides too long, but the center's gone.
I have them in just the right areas to get people coming in. My front, my back. And on the pool table where they twerk.
The twerk cam.
Oh, what happened with the Halloween? You text me after Halloween.
Yeah, buddy, I told you I'd text you and you list out. I had a girl ready for a lap
He said he was going.
Hey,
Well,
of course
and
he
then
always
said
says
something
he is.
happened.
Oh,
What
yeah,
happened? Your
something
spider
happened.
fell?
No, it just that
Yeah, his
night.
spiders, like part of his decorations fell down. And
Me and the boys, we end up playing freeze tag outside.
whenever you say "me and the boys," I think you're singing. I think you're singing the song "Beth" by Kiss. You need to please stop saying that.
And then it was like we were playing freeze tag, running around the neighborhood.
Freeze tag, that's some nerd shit.
And then it was like they didn't go to bed till 9 or 10 that night, and I was like, and then Seth was like,
That's when the
where are
party's
you at?
getting started.
Yeah, man, you could have slipped out.
Yeah, but we didn't play.
The lap dances didn't start until like
so then
11, 12.
Seth texted me the next morning. He's like, "Where were you at, bro? I had a stripper here waiting to give you and Crystal a lap dance."
You hired a stripper?
No, it was one of my friends.
Oh.
I got it for my nephew instead, so he got it.
So
It was a little weird, but
A good uncle.
and
yeah.
it was just a lap dance on demand.
Yeah, she was just hanging out, drinking.
Lap dance
I'm
on
like,
demand.
hey, go give my nephew a lap dance. She's like, who? I'm like, hey, go give him to him. She's like, okay.
Is it a lap dance or is she like
Did
grinding?
she get paid for it?
Did she touch him in
It's
any
alcohol
way?
there.
Isn't that like asking, like me and Daniel, we show up to your party, like, do the show for everybody.
She enjoys it. It's her job.
Now you sound like him. She likes it.
I don't think she enjoys it, right? She,
I didn't beg her. I was like,
She
hey,
probably
would you
felt
do-
obliged
I was like,
because
hey,
it's
would
your
you
party,
do that?
though.
Hey, did you bring any sparkles?
Trust me, this girl, any chance, she likes to have fun, so it was fine.
Did you bully him when he got a boner?
Yeah, did he get a boner?
Yeah, like, look at his boner.
My sister actually bullied him a little bit and be like,
Look at your boner! Oh my God, that's so disgusting. Go to the bathroom and hit it.
All right, last story.
Okay. Oh wait, I didn't talk about this yet. I just had
No, you didn't.
We stopped at I like cameras.
Yes.
Okay. A California woman who didn't have time to make it to the hospital when she went into labor delivered her baby on the front yard. The entire thing was recorded and filmed by her doorbell camera, and it's quite the video. I don't know if you can. Actually, I didn't really see it too.
Ew, right into an ant mound.
Emily Johnson, she said her
She
and her
have
husband.
neighbors? Nobody's like out there trying to help this lady?
Well, I hope her husband was just sitting there
yeah.
watching all the videos, like, oh. Don't put the audio on.
Her husband, Michael, they said they weren't in a huge rush to get to the hospital when her contractions started a week before her due date because they were 10 minutes apart and the couple's house is only 5 minutes from the hospital. Then the contractions went from 3 minutes to 2 minutes to 1 minute to a matter of 20.
Well, that's how babies work, you idiots.
Well, a lot. Okay, did they have other kids before this? Because the other ones come out quicker.
Yeah,
it's true.
the pussy
I don't know. And I don't think it has to do with that. It's just, from my experience, the first one took a long time, and then Max came fast. So fast.
It broke in the catcher's mitt.
I'm reading. It doesn't say that this was her first kid, and I'm trying to look at her see if I could tell.
No, I think your body actually.
I can tell.
From what I read about
like
this,
it learns.
Exactly. It's like a muscle memory thing. It has nothing to do with anything that I was saying.
Because
it's more about your
She
body
said-
understanding the process now.
I'm just thankful that I was facing in that direction because otherwise I don't think we'd be able to share the video footage with anybody. Who the fuck are you sharing this footage? Why are you sharing this?
Oh, so she was facing it, so it's...
Yeah.
You know
So
what? That's funny. Am I allowed to show somebody on YouTube taking a shit from the front? I don't know. We may have found the hack. Front shitting is the new TikTok craze. We got to start front shitting. You can stand and then.
Well, you got to lean over further enough so they'll see your genitals.
No.
Were you wearing a jockstrap?
Pants down in the back. My pants are up in the front. Pants down in the back, and I'm just standing straight, and I just shit, and you just see it go.
You're standing straight up.
Yes.
Well, how do your pants get down below your
You
butt?
pull them down.
Yeah,
you pull them down, and you leave the waistline up.
He has no concept of how to do that with your pants. Like, he's like a toddler. He goes all the way to the ankles.
Keep it down.
Do you not know how elastic works?
Well, I just figured that it would expose your front genitals.
I'm not that large, man.
But you need to spread your butt cheeks, or it's just going to pancake out your butt.
Well, you could. I mean, you could affix it so they don't see your genitals, and you could just take a dump. I feel like, and I don't think they could. Or is the fecal matter? Would that be called in question?
Could be.
Now,
and why can we show animal shit on YouTube, but we can't show human shit on YouTube?
I'm with you.
Here's the weird thing to me about women that have babies out in the wild.
Wow.
Because I've seen this before.
Is
Right?
that your kink, bro?
He has a problem with these wild babies.
No, it's like, you see these videos of like a woman gives labor right in the front of the hospital or, where they can't make it to,
yeah, you've always said that you would do that. This is like what you, like, I'm going to pee your car. I'm like, just hold it like a fucking man. You're not going to pee my car.
Well, sometimes it just comes out. And then, so sometimes the baby comes out, but they never like lay on their back and assume the regular traditional baby birthing position that I want them to do in my mind. They always do the
pooping.
No, like the hands on the knees.
Yeah, it's like old
squat.
Yeah, it's like old man got hit in the junk on.
That's how you're meant to.
So you just you sprinted 100-yard dash.
I think this falls right out.
Yeah, but that's how like ancient humans that did that pooped out the babies in the wild did.
I think that's the traditional poop out baby.
Yeah. And it's odd.
You're not supposed to be like, this is a new thing.
Yeah.
That's Western.
But I want that. That's a traditional. In my mind, I want them to lay down on the front porch and then lay.
You know what my wife did that I thought was odd? And tell me if your wife did this. My wife, they bring in this PVC like almost like a limbo pole.
Yeah.
And my wife would hold onto that, and then she'd get in that shitting position. And they're like, "Sir, you have to leave. We're giving her an epidural." I'm like, "Gladly. This is fucking disgusting." I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. It's because I guess that's a natural human position
I
to
don't
give
want to see
birth.
that. It also it naturally spreads her butthole open. I don't want to see that.
Ooh, I want to see that.
And come on,
you can come over later.
So she pooped out the baby in the
Yeah, and she said she felt like a cow because she had grass clippings all over her, dusting dirt off her and stuff like that. I thought that was
Wait, she got that low? Never
She
get
laid
that.
down
She
in
laid
the grass.
down in the grass.
Oh, she did the lay down.
Yes, she
Oh,
did.
okay. See, this is the kind
She
of
laid
woman I
down
like.
and faced right at the ring doorbell.
right at the ring doorbell.
Oh,
Wait, she was facing it.
Yes.
Then you can't show the video.
She said she's sharing it with people.
No, but I mean, like, I thought her whole take was...
This would clear it all up if I just watched the fucking video.
Okay, yeah.
I
what
thought
do you
you
see
did,
there?
Mr.
No, I
News
don't-
anchor.
I like we're doing reaction videos now.
Yeah,
Wait, blah blah blah. She's talking. Yeah. She's probably had more than one kid. Okay. Blah, blah, blah.
No, okay.
I think it was her first child.
Okay, wait. Here we go.
Oh man, big dum dum plays video.
I like this. It's the best thing we've ever done on the show.
Okay.
If you're gonna have a baby, all I'm saying is lay down. So because it freaks me out when you do it standing up.
How many birthings are you watching?
I don't know the emergency ones I see on like Facebook.
Oh, she's like. She's so the camera's this way and she's this way, so you don't see it.
Sideways.
So road can't see it, doorbell can't see it, but
But she
neighbors
is
can probably
sideways.
see. She is sideways.
Okay,
Yeah.
laying down. I like that.
That's a good movie, Sideways.
And they're watching it together, like reminiscing. Weirdos.
So, all right, let's take a break. And
Man,
so Seth can bring all his bamboo to the
Yeah, I gotta go.
the kids convention.
Yeah, do you want to tell people what booth you'll be at? And
Booth 225, I think that's what they said.
Okay.
But if you just walk around, ignore the other...
Ignore the clowns.
Ignore the clowns, the McDojos, the petting zoo that's there.
petting zoo.
There's a petting zoo inside there.
You gotta pull out of this thing,
Oh
man.
my God.
I can't.
This is foot fist way.
$800 goddamn dollars I can't pull out.
That's not even that
Oh,
much
my
for a
God.
convention.
You know what's going to happen? You're going to be in the middle of one of your displays, or like, demonstrations, and then a baby goat's going to come and be shitting on your sides.
I'm sure they have them caged, Daniel.
No, they get loose. They're squirrely.
So-
and they got those sideways slit eyes.
So, yeah.
Goats have slit eyes that look menacing.
They'll eat anything.
Yeah,
too.
like a goat's eyes, you can put 2 nickels in his eyes. It's crazy looking, man.
Yeah, the Florida Kids and Family Expo. That's what I'm doing.
No.
So when you see the petting zoo there, like what are they advertising? Like are there year-round petting zoos that you take your kids to?
Yeah.
Really?
Green
100%.
Meadow Farm.
Did not know that. I thought it was like more of a traveling type of deal. But, because all the petting zoos I went to were at the Dade County Youth Fair, and then it was all the youth fair,
Yeah, like-
farmers fair.
Well, like, we lived in DeLand. We were kind of in the sticks, so we had a lot of farm areas around there, and you could go to different places and see animals and horses and that kind of stuff all the time. But then when you got inland, like when you got closer to, like, to me, like when you got closer to Orlando, that's when you had the petting zoos, because it was like, people that lived in the city didn't get any of that. So you'd have this one guy who would have like a van with 100 cages in it, and he'd drive to like birthday parties and then take out all the animals. I'm not saying they were abused or anything. I'm just saying, but he would.
goats
But
and
he did
hens.
listen to heavy metal. In the
He'd
van.
have a bunch of different like animals in cages, and he'd get there and he'd have like a duck and a chicken. And they still do it. They do it over here in Baldwin.
Oh,
they
their
have, like,
kids running there and they're fucking
they're
slapping
chopping the neck of the duck and they're punching the hamster.
I get mad when I see that Lake Baldwin because the guy brings the snakes and the cockatiel and the big birds to Lake Baldwin and stuff like that all the time.
Yeah.
And then
Tom started his own cockatiel business.
And then I yell, I'm like, squeeze that snake!
Whoa.
No, I just squeeze its face. You do whatever you want to it. That's what you're paying for.
We went to this goat petting zoo, and this one goat
Kick
jumped
that
on
goat's legs.
Like, we went to a goat petting zoo. This one goat jumped up on this hay bale, and this goat, it had a big old purple black udders, big purple black udders.
Yeah.
And I'm
Big
like,
old
what?
tumor
And then the farmer comes over. He's like, "That was pregnant. Don't go catching his eggs."
It's a
I
creature.
look at my wife. I'm like, "What the fuck are we doing?
What the fuck?
What is this? Can we just go home?"
You're like, kick the udders.
I went to one of those and they did a. This is going to be gross, actually, but they had a. It was a petting zoo and they had a cow milking demonstration. And they invited people up to milk the cow. So I went up. I was with my girlfriend. I went up to milk the cow, and they're like, I'm like, can I? And I'm milking it, and like, can I drink the milk? Like, I wouldn't recommend it. I pointed it up and I squeezed it. She kind of got mad. The lady got mad that I did it and told me to go sit.
Go sit out, you fucking douchebag.
But I wanted to taste what actual milk from a cow tasted like. She goes, I wouldn't recommend it. Like, I guess they gave it like, they pump it full of shit, steroids. It's just like bad milk.
It's also yellow. And
it's
like
gross. It tasted sour.
My uncle had hey, it's like, I just milked the cows. He'd have the milk. That shit looks disgusting.
You're like, they pump it full of steroids.
But I was the biggest kid. But it was our kids, and then it was
I already
me.
made that joke, Tommy.
I know. I stole it. I saw that no one heard it. I was stealing it.
But anyway,
Wow.
But anyway,
That's hurtful.
But if you want to come see me at the Orlando Convention Center. I'm there Saturday and Sunday, and I am doing free training for real.
Somebody please go and take some video of
Take some sads.
Bring your kids. Bring your kids.
Yeah,
and
bring
let them
your
There's
kids.
literally hundreds of
We're doing an
vendors.
event.
Yeah.
So and so.
Saturday. Not Sunday.
Saturday. Bring your kids. And there's a petting zoo.
Yeah. And then and I am doing free training until January, so you guys are welcome to come and train. Have your kids sign up. Do some karate free until
There you go.
Will you bring your sword
KarateOrlando.com.
next time? Because everybody's giving me shit because we never do our challenges. We say we're going to race, and everybody on the BDM page is like, look at this, I'm waiting for 5 years for the race. And I'm like, now it's a boat race. And they're like, you'll never do it. So they're starting to call our bullshit. So
Well, that's your bro. I'm ready to go. You're the one that's supposed to organize it. Find somebody to organize it.
I'll get the stinky bamboo, and you bring your sword. all right?
I'm not going to trust the bamboo you get. It's probably going to be fake.
I'll order it online.
Yeah, we'll just get what you tell us to get. How about that?
Sword
Okay.
chopping bamboo.
Okay.
we can do
I'll
that.
bring the sword. And,
All right, buddy.
And I get it. And then I'll give you free commercials for
Life.
2 months. No, not life.
Well, you're already paying him $100.
Well, I'll run
it's
some
gonna
radio.
change. Come the new year, we need to bump that up. It's inflation's happening, buddy. It's 125 maybe.
125. My God.
I'll go to 120.
No.
All right, you ready? Take a little break?
Yes.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
This is Queen Sophie for president. Listen to this. Enjoy it. We'll be back with more A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan momentarily.
I'm a Subaru boy.
What the hell was that?
I'm doing the thing that everybody's doing. The guys with the hair, the tattoos.
Oh, did you hear the noise that just came out of me? It was like my soul escaping. It's like,
I was trying to do exactly the opposite of what you expected.
I'm gonna keep it like an island boy.
Yeah.
Is that what you were trying to do? The island
I
boy.
was that Subaru boy, because Subaru commercial.
Yeah, Mitsubishi boy and a Chevy boy.
Yeah. Then I was hoping you'd start screaming Chevy boy.
I'm over. I did that last week. That's when it was red hot. Now,
Yeah, you're
it's just
over
too
it.
late.
Yeah.
Even when I was doing it last week, too late. You gotta act fast.
Yeah,
We've
a
already
month and a
moved
half
on.
ago would have been perfect.
I've already moved on to the lady from Rage, or what is it, Brass Against, who peed on the guy's face in Daytona. I've already moved on to that.
That was a bold move.
That was a bold move.
We'll talk about
I don't
that.
expect people holding a trumpet to do that.
Sport Subaru, Sport Mitsubishi, right there on West Colonial Drive. Mike Stacks is our contact. I've purchased 2 Subarus.
Not an island boy, Mike Stacks.
No,
He's not. No, he's a city boy.
But he will help you out with purchasing a vehicle, and if you let him know you're a Tom and Dan listener, he's going to give you that VIP treatment. Chevy Traverse. My wife has a Chevy Traverse and that mid-engine Corvette.
Gotta love it, man.
And
I have one of those on Forza, the new video game Forza. They
Yeah.
give you as a gift the mid-engine Corvette. It's so fun to drive because I'll never get to drive one in real life because they're too hard to find.
Yeah, they are hard to find. So if you want one,
You gotta talk to JC. He'll get you one because he's Mr. Corvette. The guy's been doing it, and his family has been dealing with and finding people Corvettes for an extremely long time.
So that's JC Harrelson at dmchevy.com. That's Don Millie Chevrolet in Claremont. Also, Mike Stacks, Sport Subaru, Sport Mitsubishi, right there in West Colonial Drive, across from the fairgrounds.
That is the Slackers with Windowland. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom.
Sam is fixing her mic right now, so I've got her turned off. Sorry, Sam. I don't know what happened. Are you okay? Is it? Yeah, I can turn it on now. I got it on now.
Oh, it's the old unscrew. It falls off.
Oh, yeah, that'll check.
Let's do some dumping.
All right, buddy, let's do it.
We got too many topics on the list today. It's the end of the motherfucking show. So come on, baby, let's dump them out and play. I want to see your topics. Ooh, I want to also see your bottomics.
Dump 'em Out, brought to you by Hourglass Brewing.
Yes, man.
Their mega location in Longwood that's got axe throwing. It's got pinball machines,
Multiple
arcade.
pinball, multiple arcade, Waco Taco on the side, tons of beers. What do they have? How many taps?
A couple of our Twitch viewers might be out there this weekend with us, hanging out.
I'm excited about that. I think they do they have 40 taps or is it 20 taps?
I think it's 40 at each.
I think it's
right?
40 at each. I think it's 80 altogether,
I believe
40
so.
at each.
Yeah.
So it's a disgusting amount of wonderful beer, and the guys know their stuff. And also, if you're like a pop culture, like a nerd guy, if you like, that sort of culture, they have a lot of that type of decor. So it's kind of like you can walk through there, and next thing you know, you're looking at like a vintage G.I. Joe collection or something.
Yep, on Orlando taproom location if you want to try all the beers. And they still have our Tom and Dan Hourglass pint glasses. So when you go there, just when you drink a beer, ask for a Tom and Dan pint glass, and you can take that home with you for free.
Indeed.
And that helps us because they're like, oh, they're listening.
I'm excited about that, man. Hourglass is dope. I'm going to axe myself crazy.
First story, what do we got here?
Maroon Bells.
Oh, yeah. So this is a story about how dumb I am, and like I do dumb things all the time.
So do I.
Yeah, and then but sometimes when I do something, I'm like, man, that was so dumb that I question whether I should be
In a conservatorship.
Okay.
I'm like, how have I been an adult this long and got through life? Like, this is insane that I'm so stupid.
I mean, I don't do a lot of dumb stuff because I really just do this show, and then I just don't do anything else.
And
so there's not a lot of doing.
I blame my wife and everybody else that listen to me because why do they trust what I say after all this time of hearing me?
I still do, though.
So
I still do.
We're going on this excursion in Colorado. I forgot to tell you guys about this, to this place called Maroon Bells in Aspen. It's like supposed to be the most photographed place in all of Colorado or whatever.
Is this something you were going to do or you did it?
We did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And basically it's just 3 mountain ranges that they call Maroon Bells, and the park there that you go to is like, beautiful in the fall.
Is it maroon?
No, I guess it'll turn yellow and red in the fall. Like, it started to turn when we were there, so it's like, there's a lake and the mountains in the background and all the, it's there to take pictures.
Okay,
right?
great.
So we're all the day before, maybe that morning, everybody's getting ready to go because you have to take a shuttle and this whole thing. It's kind of like any excursion. You take a bus ride.
I know you're also not a fan of excursions because it's not independent. You're not a big fan of the tour guide kind of deal.
I looked up the weather because, I was like, let me see how we should dress the kids and shit. And
I'm surprised.
I'm not hearing anything wrong
here. No planned van actually made a plan.
Yeah, you're making Sam. Actually, you're making Sam and I impressed. Thank you for your service, sir. This sounds all good stuff.
So I'm like, I should look at the weather. So then, blah blah blah. And I look it up. I'm like, Maroon Bells weather, high of 41. I was like, goddamn, cold.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. That's pretty cool. Now I knew it was higher elevation. I was like, it's really, we must be going to some cold ass higher elevation place. Like,
that happened.
Kind of weird because it's only 60 degrees outside here, but we may, I don't know how the fucking mountains work. The higher you go, the colder it gets. Anyway, so
how do mountains
I'm
work?
like,
it's miracles. They're miracles.
I tell everybody, I'm like, hey, dress warm because we're going 41 to high. So everybody puts their ski jackets on. We put I'm like, the boys get really cold, especially Tommy. He's got bird bones.
Yeah.
I like put him in the snow jacket and shit. So everybody,
you gotta bundle him up, man. Double snuggies.
I mean, extra late. All the girls are like, we get more cold than normal.
Yeah,
so I'm
long underwear for the ladies.
So we're sitting
Put your hot chilies on.
We're driving in
Put your hot chilies on.
everybody's bundled up and got the shit. It's like, God damn, it's hot. And then when we get there, it's 60 degrees, and I realized I looked at the weather for the goddamn mountains.
Like the peak of the mountains.
For the actual mountains. And then it was like 65
No, but see,
in the park.
Hold on. This is why I'd follow you to hell.
And we had a giant
I
bundle.
would do the same thing.
What?
That sounded, I'm confused. What was, because that's what I do. Are you supposed to look, when you live in the mountains, you got to look at two different temperatures?
Well,
one for the ground and one for the mountain? I'm not doing that. That's why I like Florida. It's flat, one temperature.
What's the ground temp?
Well, I don't want more than one.
I could have easily just searched the goddamn park that we were going to, and it would have told me it's like high of 68.
Sorry if I'm throwing you a loop.
Is it possible you were looking at the low?
No,
Okay.
It was just I looked at the temperature of the goddamn mountain.
I'm sorry I'm throwing you a
like
loop.
You're standing on the top of the mountain, high as shit. There was snow on the mountain.
I may be going rogue, but I'm agreeing with you. And I too, sir, would have made this mistake because there's no way if we were going to some place that I'm going to look up the park minus the landmark. I'm going landmark all day long. In fact, I have proof of this. I have proof that you and I should be in business together because when I went to Colorado and I went to the grave of Huckleberry,
Doc Holliday.
Doc Holliday, I typed in weather Doc Holliday's grave. I didn't type in weather the peak of the mountain or the air. I went right to the landmark.
Well, that's
what you did was right.
But you were going there. We're not climbing the goddamn mountain.
Well, I didn't think
standing like I'm on top. Like it's cold.
But still, like you would want to have some of those things, right? I still contend that you would have wanted to have your coats because if you were going up the mountain,
no
any hiking, no hiking whatsoever.
Yeah, but barely. You know what I'm saying? Like we had to bundle up all the shit. I had stuff it behind a garbage can because nobody wanted to carry. Seriously, we had
that's the funny
15 ski jackets and knit fucking scarves. And it was hot as hell.
Oh, homeless people could have found that honey hole.
I had to tie
sweet Patagonia clothing.
I had a dad tie my jacket around my waist.
And they got that good stuff too, man. They got that good because the ski outlets around here, we get good stuff around here. Because we got those rich people that ski and then they finish here and then they sell all their stuff to these resale shops.
What's the next one?
Maisie's Christmas gift, the Four Seasons.
Yeah, that's what she wants. That's bullshit.
Yeah, she wants to stay at the Four Seasons.
That's all
for
she
Christmas.
has asked for. You can clarify with my wife because I know that sounds insane. But my daughter has said, "Hey, I don't want any toys. I want to book what we did. I want the Four Seasons thing we did after Grandma died."
Is it safe to say she doesn't believe in Santa then? Because Santa, how is he gonna?
I think she
leave
thinks
that
he
under
can.
the Christmas
I think
tree.
she thinks he can
bring his
voucher.
magic.
He can get a voucher. He's got the vouchers. Yeah.
So she just wants to go to the Four Seasons.
That's it. She went and fell in love with it when we went there.
Paris Hilton.
That's some privileged shit.
No, but here's the thing. Andrea got that crazy everybody's dying of COVID deal, right? We got this unbelievable, like we were getting the rooms for the same price as like any other hotel. If you book the same thing that we got for, I want to say we spent about $1,000, right? I think that's pretty reasonable for the amount of time we stayed.
Well, you got it when
people were dying. Oh, they needed it so bad. Everybody, the sky was falling. We got to get a few people in this hotel before the world blows up.
Yeah.
And now, she tried to book it. It's $4,800 for the same thing. We can't.
God.
We're not doing it. We're just. It's off the table now.
So what are you gonna?
I have no idea. I guess we're trying to find a resort similar to it that we can go.
Oh, not the same.
Oh, Santa's really going to let you down, Maisie.
Man, is my wife in the chat room? Because
she was earlier.
Was she? Damn it! I do have a bit of a conundrum because it's $5,000. I'm not doing $5,000 at a fucking hotel in the same city I live in. I'm not doing that. That sounds crazy. If that sounds crazy to anybody, you can write me and try to argue with me. But
so Andrea is in the chat. She says she does believe in Santa. She just wants mom and dad to bring that to her.
Speaking of, you know what? This kind of ties in.
It's not possible.
Okay.
It's
an impossible task.
It's just not going to happen. It's just not.
At least she's asking for something that's good for the whole family.
I agree.
I love spoiling her. She fell in love with it because that lazy river has like a pirate cave and all this, but it's not corny. It has like basketball in the pool. It's awesome. It is pretty awesome. And it's very... It's like we don't belong there. The dentist is there. Give me 2 bucks. Coors Lights. Coors Lights. Where's the Coors Lights?
Yeah, they see you at
trash tattoos out there. Bucket. I was floating. I put my Coors Light bucket in a tube, and it was floating down there. They told me I couldn't do that.
That kind of happened to me last night because
I think I embarrassed. You know who I saw there? Who a true businessman. I saw Josh from Guardian Water Services there.
Oh yeah.
And he belongs there.
And he looked at me as if, like, I don't know you.
Like,
I don't blame him.
He didn't
I
say
think he
hello.
might have saw me get asked to take my Coors Lights out of the lazy river.
So let me ask you this question. So we wanted to watch a holiday movie. Did I talk about this with Santa Claus?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Or at least you started it. I don't know if you said you thought Max was or Max got upset because he didn't realize people questioned whether Santa was real.
You think he's connecting the dots.
And
I could see that. He's a smarty pants.
Do current Christmas movies do that, or is this a 90s Christmas movie thing when people were tougher?
No, dude, it's a lot of Christmas movies kids question it.
But I don't know, but
Goofy movie is all about
Polar
that, right?
Express,
Isn't the Goofy movie all about that?
I don't remember.
I'm almost positive that the Goofy movie...
Yeah, but that was the 90s.
Because Max... Oh, my God.
Early 2000s.
The magnet's pulling hard because Max question... He's like, there is no Santa Claus.
And Tom sounds like Goofy.
And then I think Goofy is like, what is a Santa Claus? It's the spirit of giving. I think it's like that shit. We gotta look this up.
Okay,
I think you're just reliving a Goofy movie.
Is that what it is? With my own son Max. Anyway, hockey player kills a bat.
Well, before you do that, we do have Doug the Horseman.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row. What line?
Line 1.
I got to talk to Doug here.
Hey, Doug, what's up, man?
Hi, Tom. How are you, Dan?
I'm good.
And, I just had to give you a call back to let you know how I did.
Oh, you sound down.
Sound very
happy. We know you got the first.
I'm down. I mean, I went 2 for 4.
All right.
That's pretty bad.
50%?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yeah. 4 bets. You won 2.
Yeah, that's yeah,
correct. 4 winning horses, 6 bets though.
So, Doug,
I bet 100 on all of it. It was $600. My return was $560. I lost $40.
All right.
That's not bad.
So,
listen,
really, at a horse track, any horseman would be happy to just be down $40.
Yeah. I mean,
you don't have the energy that you had last time, no.
Well, let me ask you about this.
Last time when you came in, you were cocaine crazy.
Yeah.
It's like Wild Bill from back in the day.
Yeah.
When you lose,
well, my wife got some, and she said you were an asshole. So,
I disagree.
And I'm sorry for stepping over you last time, Tom. And I think you wanted to ask me a question about like gambling, psychiatry, or I don't know what the hell you were saying, but
this is
something about gamblers and the way they think.
This is anxiety. This is a big time anxiety.
You sound sadder this week, Doug. And
I made a lot of questionable choices. A wife's telling me she sat me down. She leveled me. Come to Jesus. She say you're a fucking asshole.
Now I got to ask you a question, Doug, because this is something that I've never experienced before. Where Doug, usually when these characters call in, they're crazy. And then I tell them, I'm like, you got the goods. You're going to do a weekly segment.
I'm
and they're
a
like,
star
yes.
maker.
Yeah, they always.
I can see it now. Carnegie Hall.
They always take it and like it. Or like, yes. And, sometimes they end up quitting Business Baby and stuff. They because they realize, like, this does
He
nothing
didn't
for
quit.
me.
He got too big for our show. He's a TikTok star now.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm able to string them along. And so whatever you, 90s radio show host, you get as many people that will do free stuff for you as you can.
You used to call it the digital carrot.
You know how funny I took this, Tom? I'm serious. I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to just have fun with this. I love Jimmy. I love you two. And I know Jimmy loves you a lot. Mm-hmm. I tried to contact Jimmy yesterday and say, hey, Jimmy, you want to get Tom and Dan back? I'll give you a pick for the Kentucky Derby in the 5th race. And not only can you get Tom and Dan back, but you can also give Bradshaw a little reminder of how it was when he was young.
No, yeah, well, I encourage all our listeners to email Jimmy and tell him crazy things and waste his time. Email Jack Bradshaw and Jimmy all your cockamamie ideas.
Yeah, it's their favorite thing.
Tell them
Make
how
them long.
Yeah, tell them how to get us back.
I don't think this is possible, but try to get your keyboard to type the letter in a circle.
Long.
So it looks extra crazy.
Now, let me guess. No response.
No, you can't get through them at all.
Yeah.
You can't get through them at all.
It's like Twitter customer support.
See,
There's just no such
I'll
thing.
tell you a little secret
He thinks it's better than everyone.
that a lot of people don't know. When you email like me or other radio personalities and you don't get any response, they saw it because we don't get that many emails.
Always
We're not that
peeking.
famous.
Always peeking.
I maybe get one email a week from a listener.
I actually have
then
an
I'm like,
alert.
wow.
When I get one, I'm like, yes.
yeah.
Well, Tom,
So we see.
Dan, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Please.
You would say 90% of the people heard or seen the Kentucky Derby, right?
I think 90% of the people listening to this know what it is. Yes.
Okay. Now, do you think those same 90% of the people would know, like, the age restriction for that race? And can a filly or a colt run in that race?
No.
Or both?
Only somebody truly in the world of horse racing would know that, like you.
And I was listening to Joey on ACT. He's just like us. He's got that niche for gambling. Because at the end of his segment,
the three of you,
he was just rolling down. I was like, whoa.
It's like, you guys are like triplets. I think Joey, Tom, Horseman, Doug. The three of you. It's the three horsemen. That's the shirt. The three horsemen.
By the way, Doug.
It's not just us.
You, Daniel mentioned this too, and it's the first time Daniel actually said, like, oh man, this is maybe a problem, is that, and you did this too, Doug, where you send an email and you say how much you like us and how much you like each one of us, and then you say, I'm just like Daniel, I have some anxiety, you say, and it's usually like a little bit of bad with maybe anxiety, but mostly good, and like I'm into keeping my stuff clean, and I'm a stickler for keeping my things nice. And then when you go, and I'm just like Tom, I'm an alcoholic, I'm addicted to gambling, I lie and try to scam everybody, I'm bad at life,
my wife hates me.
I hate my wife, you say all horrible things, and it's insulting.
So I'm a mix of both of you.
Yeah, so he agrees. There it is.
But I'm just saying, for everybody in the future, since could you put in something nice about me that you like about me?
Even if you
He
don't
likes
think
that
it.
you like gambling. That's it.
Yeah,
He
but
likes your hair.
Why would you think I don't like you guys?
no, I'm just saying, when you say you're like me, and then list all the bad.
Say one nice thing about Tom right now.
Well, I mean, you talk about how you drink every night, and I know you like your THC like myself. So I mean,
I'm a alcoholic drug addict.
I say about a lot of things. I say that, but I say the other things, charity.
I'm going to sum up your podcast right here and now.
He just yells out the word.
Right here and now, we're going to sum up your podcast. Fillies or colts can run in the Kentucky Derby. So, only 3 fillies throughout time have ever won. And their names go directly with your podcast.
All right.
The first winner was Regret. Very first winner.
All right.
Yep.
1915, Regret won.
Okay.
All right.
Then in 1980, a horse named Genuine Risk.
This is insulting.
This is funny.
Now follow the time. I mean, look at the timeline. I mean, it's right in form. The third filly in 1988, trained by D. Wayne Lucas, Winning Colors. You guys came out ahead. That's how your podcast is going.
Winning Colors.
All right. Doug, you went crazy.
You know what I feel like right now? I feel like when you go outside to take your trash out and your neighbor turns to you and he's all sweaty. He's like, "Don't you see, man? Don't you fucking see, man?"
Randy
It's like, it's one of those.
I don't know.
I'm like, I don't know what I'm saying, man. Are you
You got to take the trash out at midnight. You got to go out at
That's the
midnight.
code. That's the code.
You got to take the fucking trash out at midnight, man.
So, Doug, I have one question. Going back to, I was like, all right, Doug, we're giving you one segment a week on
One
ACT.
vasectomy a week.
No. And then I'm like, you're
One name
calling
a month,
it's
one
going to be
vasectomy
called
a week.
Horse Racing Doug's Time.
Wow, that's a terrible name.
This is horse racing Doug's
I
time.
mean, Tom, you got to get involved with me if we're going to do this. I mean, I can't
come on,
go
man.
solo here.
Give it an effort,
And
Tom.
then-
Get involved.
And then Doug emailed me back and is like, I'm not interested in that.
He did.
Well,
It threw me for a loop. I was like, whoa, I did not expect that.
That's a true story. Tom,
And you're
emailed
like,
him
I
and
do
said,
not want that.
You have it.
You're
He's like,
okay?
not interested.
I did say that. I did say that. I mean, I don't want to be on real radio. I call in on
Neither do
Fridays
we.
on the Friday free show because it's just fun.
Yeah.
And it's my day off. I get banged up, and I just got time.
All right.
Oh, I like that. That's a good term for getting drunk, man. I'm getting banged up.
All right, Doug. So, any tips you got for this weekend? And how can I
Yes,
gamble?
I got today. I got a tip for you. Man, I hope this horse wins. If he doesn't, I'm gonna be upset.
Oh.
It's Churchill Downs. I got a lot of money on him. Churchill Downs, race 8, goes off at 4:46.
All right.
And just ask for the number 5. I think the name is Town Avenger. And I'm going to play some tries with 247.
Hey, man, pick
So
your
you
chin
can
up.
say like,
Chin up.
So you can say like a $1 try 5 with the 247. You can say $1 try 247.5 with the 247. That only costs $12. And you get a full trifecta.
Doug,
You can also box off.
I hate hearing you like this.
No, but I want you guys to win. I don't want you to lose just because he comes second. So I'm betting him to win and play. So that's my pick for this week.
Okay.
And good luck. I also like the Patriots again this Sunday. You know, giving up 2 against Cleveland. I think they're going to be good.
No, now you're going to the NFL a little bit.
Oh, he's got you on the line.
Yeah. Then, I mean,
He's
I
going
like
to
that.
slowly drive you crazy because he
You
doesn't
guys have a great weekend.
Okay.
All right, appreciate you, Doug.
He's out. He don't have time for nothing, I say.
I like it. All
Fuck
business.
that little guy.
All business.
The problem to me is, like, who's going to their local horse track to put these bets down?
Do you remember when we took a
Did you go
tour
to the
of that
dog track?
before we did OLE? When we toured it, I've never talked about this. When we toured the room before we did the event, there are people gambling upstairs, and the guy was showing us the whole venue. So he took us upstairs, and it was nothing but the worst people in the world crying, and then a sea of ripped up paper on the ground because all the bets lost, and it was just people, and they all had one thing in common. They all had on a cheap and poorly made, like waterproof windbreaker. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
And it was like they all looked the same. Every race, every age, from like 35 on. Everybody represented. Asians, you had browns and blacks and fat, white, skinny. Everybody represented and everyone just so sad. And paper everywhere.
Mostly guys, though, right?
All guys. No women. No women.
It's a
women.
weird
That is
thing,
the one thing. No women.
Yeah, you got to be able to bet on like an app or something, right?
You think?
Yeah, I mean,
You think.
All smokers. Yeah. Tony's right. Oh, Tony was with us. Yeah. When we walked through, it was just like, it was insane.
What do we
you want to pull up
next?
that video of the hockey player killing that bat?
Yes. Let me find it here.
So me and Daniela have always made fun of, and we talked about in sporting events when an animal gets on the field, and then the real men athletes end up like treating it like a piece of trash or not like it's a distraction or whatever, and they're not caring for it like, let's say, you are protesting in PETA. So in this particular clip that BDM put up on the BDM page, it happened at a hockey game, and there was a bat flying around the arena in the 70s.
And did you see also there's a little more that was tacked onto this after the bat? Like, this was a wild night for hockey, apparently, and there is some narration here. So here, I'll play this. Here we go.
I think it all began back in 1975 when the Flyers were playing Buffalo in the Stanley Cup playoffs. And a bat started dive-bombing the Flyers. Well, one of the guys smacked it and killed it. And then the Flyers' Rick McLeish picked it up and dumped it. And that may have been the start of the Phantom Fog curse. because later in the game, fog started coming out of nowhere inside the arena.
Also, the narrator of this video is Tug McGraw.
Did you know
Tug
about the
McGraw.
fog? Did you know about the fog?
Yes, I did.
The fog part makes me laugh. Because he's
Yeah,
just like-
phantom fog.
Because he doesn't even attempt to connect it. He's like, and that may have been the beginning of the great fog curse because oh my God, there's fog crazy. It's like,
what the hell?
So, but the actual killing of the bat is, I mean, listen, I don't like.
Yeah, that's Tim McGraw's dad. I know that. Yeah, Tug McGraw. Tug McGraw is Tim McGraw's dad. That's true.
Is that true?
If you want to bet me, I'll win a lot of money. Bet me.
Hold on.
Bet me.
Wait
You're
a
betting that
second.
Tug McGraw.
$1,000.
So he's an Indian
that's too
outlaw.
much. I'm like,
$1,000.
I can't bet that much.
Okay.
That's way too much.
All right, $100.
Well, I'm not. I'm no bet because you're.
I don't know about carrots.
Because you sound too confident.
Yeah, I am too confident. Yeah,
but it's not true, is it?
It is true.
It is true.
Yeah, it is true.
So, but the actual killing of the bat's flying around, and all the hockey players are standing around. This would be, by the way, pre-helmet, which was the good old days, where the
luscious hair. You have you have nice hair, dude. You would have been a great. You look kind of like a hockey dude.
And this is the time where they would have no teeth, no helmet. It was like the toughest.
Hold on, Tug McGraw. He said he only had sex with Tim McGraw's mother one time, and then she broke it off, and then she got pregnant.
He's claiming he's only had sex one time with Tim McGraw's
and she
mom.
immediately broke off contact with him and left town afterward. And I guess
it tugged on my heartstrings.
Is that impressive or weird?
like, is he, like really like is he so bad in bed that is Tug McGraw so bad in bed that this lady skipped town?
Or so good he's able to have, he's able to conceive a child one time.
Yeah,
one and done?
He's a sniper. He's like that guy. It's like whatever he puts in his crosshairs, man, it's like it's happening.
And I just thought it was impressive that the real man hockey player
wasn't in Tim McGraw's life until he was 17.
Yeah.
So his daddy didn't take him fishing. Hold on a minute.
No, he's ruining Sam's whole life. Their whole life's built around that song.
His daddy did narrate.
That's actually Johnny, but
he narrated a hockey bat killing.
He was like a baseball player before that, right?
Was he a famous narrator for sports?
I believe
he was an American professional baseball relief
guy,
pitcher
right?
and longtime Major League Baseball player, often remembered for coining the phrase "You gotta believe."
Is that even a phrase? You gotta believe.
That was his phrase, and he wrote a book in the same.
Was
name.
it called "You Gotta Believe"?
Mm-hmm.
Which was then stolen by old Ted Lasso. Believe.
Anyway, killed the bat dead, right one stick to the bat, and then everybody just looked at it dead on the floor, and then a hockey player picked
the
it
ref
up.
was like really looking. The ref's like, oh my God, I didn't know that is like this. He was like really looking at it.
Also, he took his glove off to pick up the bat because you got
Leave
big.
your glove on.
Yeah, that's what I think. You have gloves. Why'd you pick it up without the glove?
Hockey player. Why would you do that? What else you got, buddy?
Another video I saw.
Tom's now doing ridiculousness.
Yeah. Oh my God! You've watched too much of it.
Next week, I'm going to be dressed as Chanel West Coast and my titties out.
Rob Dyrdek has some funny jokes. He's not.
No.
I'm telling you, he's got some.
I draw
funny.
the line here. I draw the line.
I don't think I can agree with that.
I'll quit the show.
I don't think I can agree with
He's
that.
got some zingers. Seriously. He said, I'm like,
Zingers?
he says some funny shit. He's like, I don't know if it's improv or if he's like, he writes it down or he's got writers. But he says some funny
I
shit.
would imagine he has somebody that helps him a bit.
But I saw this on TikTok and I never
You gonna cry, bro?
No, I never
God damn it.
I'm laughing because it's a funny video. So apparently, what year do you think this is?
I'm trying to find the year on this. If somebody just look up Sonny Liston, Muhammad Ali, and then just the year.
Like maybe in the 70s?
Yeah,
right?
it would have been the 70s.
So apparently, and I have no idea where this is at, but I'm guessing this is some casino lobby in Vegas.
1965.
Oh, 65, all right. So 1965, Muhammad Ali and Sonny Liston get into some sort of argument in what looks like the lobby of a hotel or something.
Like a casino?
Yeah, there's a bunch of people. Muhammad Ali has his whole entourage, and Sonny Liston has his entourage or whatever. And then,
and I think Liston is actually playing craps. That's what it looks like.
Okay. So this is like in some sort of casino.
It was inside the Desert Inn Casino.
Okay.
Ooh, the old Desert Inn, man. That's when neon truly was neon.
Now,
that was a heyday of neon.
If you're on Twitch, you could see this, but if not, just look this up.
You'll be able to hear it. I think there's audio narration of this one too.
You could play it, and then I'll describe what happened.
There we go.
Clay had started a harassment campaign against Liston, trying to force a fight, even going so far as to rent a bus and drive it to Sonny's house while calling him a coward and a bum through a bullhorn.
That's
I like it back in the 60s. You go, you're a bum. He's like, what?
You dirty bum, I'm going to haunt you, you bum. Now I just say, go fuck yourself. That's way worse, right?
It was back, it was like, I said good day. People were politer back then.
The whole situation finally came to a head when Clay approached Liston at the Desert Inn in Las Vegas, where the champ was shooting craps and losing. Liston was in no mood to be harangued by the mouth from the south. Drawing a gun, Sonny fired, frightening his young tormentor into a hasty retreat. The gun was filled with blanks. Clay.
I love how he just is like, hey guys, and then he shoots it under his armpit like pow, like no big deal. So shit's dangerous, man. What the fuck are you doing?
Not only that, is just Sonny Liston pulls out. Now I'm not sure if it was an actual fake gun or a gun with blanks.
No, it was gun with blanks.
Okay,
yeah.
so
Which is dangerous, dude.
Like a.
Well, we know what happened with old Alec Baldwin.
Wow, that was a live round.
So he pulls out like a 38 special or some shit out of his jacket pocket because they're both wearing suits, and then starts shooting it at Muhammad Ali and his whole entourage, and they start running out, and then everybody starts going crazy, and then Sonny,
I don't know though. I feel like a lot of people around him were chill about
it.
Watch
this. Here he goes.
So
look at this.
Frightening his young tormentor.
So
God, if you did that now, you're dead.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh my God, you're so dead.
So.
Because you're going to have everybody that has concealed kills you, then the police kill you. You're super dead.
So he shoots this gun with blanks out wildly over, like,
but the shot under his pit is the best shot.
Then to show the people around him who seemingly are calm, he's like, it's a fake gun.
Here he goes.
Opens his jacket
filled with blanks.
and shoots, and then
he like shoot it into his jacket, like he had his jacket open, and it almost like you can see the blast like poof his pocket.
And I'm not joking. The calmest person I've ever seen after he did that. Like, who's that calm after you fired a gun with blanks? And people are running chaos, and you caused a riot.
Nothing happened to him, right? This was your question. Tom's question was, did anything happen to it? Did the police show up? Or did they, if they did, they probably were like, good, you got him good. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, I've never seen the champ run like that. Wow, you really got Muhammad Ali.
Also,
he's the greatest of all time. Well, one right there.
Like, you would think in 1965, at a time where police were, I'm just doing the math, more racist than they are now. Like, I was just, like, but not, see, he didn't get, like, puts his fake gun back in his
that looked like a
jacket.
very non-racist, awesome party, right? Like, everybody's very cool. He's shooting his gun everywhere. It's like, hey, it's cool. It's fine.
Yeah, it's a fake gun or blanks. And like, it's no big deal. He's so calm. Anyway, you got to watch the video. It's hilarious.
It's great. Oh, man, that's a goodie. Let's finish with Splashed by SUV.
Okay.
I think I've said that a while back, maybe a couple months ago, I accidentally splashed somebody that was like
standing on the side
of the road. And then the way that the drainage is on Bumby, I think I was talking about Bumby. I could have been talking about Orlando's roads are terrible. But I was walking to a parking lot, and there was a lady in an SUV, and it was an uneven parking lot. It was right over here. And I was leaving my therapy session, and this lady, when she hit it so... The wave that went over me, I was already walking in the rain, I was mad about it. And it was nothing... I didn't take a picture, I was too mad to even document it. I walked straight home, stripped everything off nude, went upstairs. I was mud, just... I was so mad she didn't even look, didn't even know that she splashed a human. Just
so there are people on, like, I've seen videos that go out and do this and film it, where they'll drive like it's usually guys with dualies for whatever reason.
Well, they work better, more tires, right? I mean, you put that in
and they drive by some pedestrian and splash him with a wall of water. Which when that happens to you, there's nothing you can do. It's not like you can start screaming at you just have to take it, right?
Yeah, I just had to to take it. I mean, the only complaint I would say is I thought for a parking lot she was going a little fast, but that's neither here nor there. I can do nothing about that, right? I mean, what she did, somebody in the chat room, I think it was Chigardi said it's on the pedestrian. I kind of agree with that, but if you do those kind of things on purpose, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
She wasn't doing it on purpose, but man, I got mine right back at me. So whatever the energy trade there of me doing it to somebody, yes, it does come back to you. And when it comes back to you, I was so mad. I've never been. It was getting colder, too, and I was, like, fast walking. I was covered. My Vans, I just washed my Vans. I had to rewash these jeans. I had changed my shirt because I'd gone to my 7-Eleven ladies, and tell me if this happens to you guys. You ever go to get a soda, and one of the other sodas in the truck has exploded soda all over your soda?
Yeah.
So you have a Mountain Dew that has black stains all over it, and then you have to put it against you to open something or get out of a door, and then it leaves black stains in your shirt. So I just changed my shirt to go to therapy, and coming back from therapy, I soaked my shoes. Their shoes might be ruined. And I guess I deserved it.
So, there is something funny about you just walking in the ladies splashing you totally soaked.
Taller than me. I'm not that tall, but the wave over me. Like, whoa, like I'm barreled.
Yeah.
Kelly Slater.
Damn it.
Do you make a reaction at all? Like, hey,
yes,
what the fuck?
Scream, fuck! That's the dumbest thing ever. Yes, I was
Tom
screaming.
Though, you know
well,
what?
You just have to defeat it, put your head down and keep walking.
I was like, fuck you! Fuck! I was just fuck me! Fuck everything! Fuck this!
It'd be funny.
You took yelling everything.
You took off running after for revenge,
like Tom Cruise running, like the fast Tom Cruise running.
Because it is funny to get revenge on someone who doesn't even know they did you wrong.
Right.
She was oblivious, didn't even know. I could see
that's the least satisfying revenge.
Also, she didn't have tinted windows. This is how vivid it is in my mind because most people have tinted windows. She did not have tinted windows, which makes her a minority. And I could see through her car, and she was like looking at her phone or TomTom or some dated technology. Just driving through the parking lot really fast.
Oh, usually minorities have tinted windows.
Wow.
That was for the white dudes.
That's everybody
I saw
all white dudes.
They're all racist.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it. Anyway.
He just gave you the okay sign.
Let's get out of here.
Right.
Semantics.
Yeah. So this afternoon, right after this, I'm going to head over to Rock Pit Brewing. Going to be doing a show over here with our buddy Sal. He's in town from Ohio. Tonight, about 9 o'clock, I'm going to be on twitch.tv/Semantics Media. We're going to be twitching another video game. I think we're going to do It Takes Two again. And then Sunday, I'll be recording with owner of Rock Pit Brewing, Chris Rock, and my buddy Derek Journey.
Awesome.
Every time she says Chris Rock,
the one and only.
Yeah, you should just say bigger, blacker.
Come in here, sir. Well, I want to bring in.
Forgot your name.
Come in here, sir.
Wait, am I being detained?
That was awkward. That's what isn't that what the lady says at the Bunny Ranch? Like, what are you doing? Come in here, sir. I don't know your name.
Now, see, I've never met.
No. Well, he's a BDM that actually built our couch.
Yeah.
And,
thank you, man. We really appreciate that.
Yeah. So
no problem.
He's also a pusher.
Pusher? What?
Oh, you didn't tell me he was pushing?
No,
I signed up someone else.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I was smart enough to sign up someone else.
Gotcha.
I already,
I'm your pusher.
Put my work in there.
Although we did get a couple chunguses that I don't think.
I was going to say, between the Chunguses and Josh,
when
no
I get out there,
disrespect,
I'm gonna cut the fat, man. You're out of here. You're out of here. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it just like a cheerleading squad.
Now,
overweight.
I do appreciate you, designing the couch and putting it all together because it looks like we may have a shot to win. So, do you think it's going to fall apart? Because
see, that's the one thing I can guarantee. It's not falling apart. It's solid. It's a little heavy, but it's solid.
Oh, it's heavy.
It's made for years.
Yeah, but
I like that. It's made so we can pass it down to our daughter and or my daughter and our sons.
And so that's happening this Sunday again.
It looks great. I mean, the picture, yeah, the pictures I saw. Well, kudos to you for doing such a great job, man. I know that was a lot of work, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, is this a 2 straw hat kind of deal here? How many straw hats do you need?
We'll negotiate after the win.
Okay, because I did offer a bonus for the winners.
3 straw hats.
How many straw hats?
A bounty. 3 straw bounty.
But thanks again. I appreciate it.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
You want to plug anything? You got a
my
business?
brother has a cinnamon bun restaurant.
Yeah.
It's
any businesses out there?
My daughter has a dog sitting business called Perfection.
I'm leaving from here to possibly change jobs, so no.
Oh, okay.
I'll say hi to the wife. Hi, wife. She'll get a kick out of that. She's watching, so she'll like it.
Let's bring in Larabelle. Get in here.
Other white guy.
Another white guy.
I like white guys.
Tom only invites white guys into the studio. It's weird.
Because
it is weird.
I want to go over a scenario. No, put it on.
Yeah, put them on for the full experience.
Yeah.
Full experience.
Because I do want to head over to a party one night. And
why'd you get all weird about it?
I do want to head over to a party one
because
night.
I get the invitations and I see, and then I'm like, well, let's just, for the show content, I just tell Crystal this, I'm like, because people want to see it. These guys.
You didn't even go to Seth's. It's way closer.
Yeah, but no one wants to see Seth because Seth's parties are boring.
You had a stripper.
No, he says that. I didn't see any pictures of anything. Did you see a picture of a party?
Normally, strippers don't let you take pictures of them stripping on underage guys, I think.
No, well,
that's what it sounded like, right? Is his nephew or something?
I don't even, but I know what happens at Seth's parties. There's a bunch of douche bros that hang out. Oh, there we go.
Let's see whose penis is the smallest, bro.
They end up wrestling, and then someone throws in everybody starts wrestling in the pool.
Oh.
Yeah, I know how bros are.
Let's do it. Let's go. Hey, let's all go around your car and fucking jack off.
Yeah. So
it's so much fun.
So me and Crystal, we come and we show up.
You're very awkward.
What do you mean I'm awkward?
Me and Crystal, we come, we show up.
No.
Oh, you're bringing Crystal. Okay.
Yeah. Everybody's got to bring, a wife or whatever.
You gotta bring a covered dish. You gotta bring a covered dish. You gotta bring a little something to eat.
And then
it's a +1 scenario.
It is better if the ratio is more.
Yeah. A bunch of dudes. They're gonna make up for Carl Tully. It's like, what are you doing here? Anyway,
he never brings his wife.
I know.
And she's beautiful.
She's gorgeous.
I love her to death. She's so awesome. So
hey, you're gonna pee in his face or something. Yeah.
Jesus.
Anyway, so I'm just okay. When adults are at a party, at a house party, and we're all hanging out, right?
When a man and a woman.
I'm just saying,
Tommy, when a man and a woman.
And then the kids go to bed. We're out. We're just having a good time. We're drinking some White Claw, and then
what kind of music is on?
I'm an island boy.
We're playing some Cash Out.
On repeat.
No, we're playing some Cash Out. Everybody's a chill vibe.
Oh, chill vibes. You have a shirt that says that. But it says chill vibes only.
It's usually probably,
it's
usually like some of the weekend maybe on there.
Yeah.
Chilling out. Or what Jamie likes of the 90s, like Shake Your Ass and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, some rum shaker.
Yeah, for sure.
All I want to do is
just shake your rope.
All I'm saying.
I want to get down with a daddy bag, little ludicrous.
Yep.
Some of that.
Oh, that's on there for sure.
Yeah, you got to put that on there.
Is it like
some donkey? Boom.
Because Mark, and only you will understand this. Because Daniel gives me shit. And, everybody gives me shit. Samantha gives me shit. But sometimes she's like, "Oh, I like it." And then I'm like, "What?"
I don't know what you're saying, and I'm very confused right now.
Samantha's never said she liked it.
If we're all hanging out, we're there. It's like we're adults are hanging out. We're drinking. We're listening to music, and then the girls they decide like I'm just gonna take my top off and free. We're just gonna do something cool.
We're free.
I'm just going to take my top off. Free.
We're all adults. It's like who doesn't want to see their buddy's wife's tits?
I tried to do it on the Twitch chat for the Super Bowl, and you guys yelled at me.
Do you not want to see that, or what man or woman or anybody? It's just like we're sitting there, we're just drinking at a friend's house. And then everybody's wife, and then maybe the dudes, they go, look at this, look what I got, or something.
No,
I don't know how the dudes,
look what I got.
I don't think it's called look what I got.
I don't think the wives even want to see
you
that.
You guys want to play look what I got?
Yeah. I'm embarrassed too. I just want the wives to be topless. And then I don't want to, we don't have to do anything. Nothing has to happen. It's just more of a party atmosphere. And you get to, remember in your head, you're like, whoa, that was a good time.
I mean, there is
right?
Yeah, it's like freedom with boundaries, right? It's like freedom with boundaries. It's like, look, we're all out here.
Adults here.
You can see everything. Yeah.
I mean, it's more fun than just sitting there and not doing that. That's all I'm saying.
So did you invite me on the couch to just tell me what happens at my fucking house all the time?
Yeah. How much you want to say? I didn't even talk to you about
He
it.
was telling women how to give birth.
All I can say is I've invited you. You have not come.
I know, because my wife is an old stick in the mud, and then she won't trust if I say, like, listen, Mark's a client of ours.
I've talked to her.
Paper.
I talked to her at the Land
banners.
Cruise, and I said, hey, you guys should come over, have some adult time. You guys hang out with your kids a lot. I'm like, come over, we have a good time. It's nothing crazy. If we take our tops off, it is what it is.
Yeah.
We hang out by the pool. She's like, I don't even want to get in a bathing suit in front. I'm like, why? I'm like, I'm a grandpa.
Yeah,
I have a grandchild. What do you
I know. I wasn't going to bring that up because that's embarrassing.
Why? Why is that embarrassing? I love my
party grandpa.
I love my grandchild. Look at my life. Are you kidding me? Why would you embarrass to fucking tell me that?
No. I'm just saying that it seems like you have more fun. See, that's the kind of party.
It seems like I do have more fun than you, Tom.
Of course you do. Of course. This guy.
I don't even know what to say right now. I'm just going to soak all this in.
I love you, Dan.
I love you, too.
You're living the life I want to live.
So you're jealous.
It's not even jealousy.
I don't think you could do it, though.
You couldn't handle it.
I don't think you can.
I can't handle it.
No, you can't.
I can't handle the truth.
You can't. You can't handle the truth.
No, you cannot.
Because I'm not just going to be like, all right,
you're too awkward, man. You're too awkward.
You are too awkward.
And it's not always naked. It's just fun. You got to be able to go and just have fun.
But I feel
that's
like,
it.
But I also feel like he wants it to always be naked. So to hear that,
that kind of ruined it.
Because what if I mean, there is a lot of naked.
If I do show up one time, I mean, you're going to do it for me, right?
Just him, though. Look what I got.
I know what Mark's got.
Wait, why do you know?
Well, I just did the math of what the women,
I don't know what
I'm just saying. I'm guessing he's got a big paper roll in there.
Was that a paper towel joke?
Vintage paper.
More than one who wants it. I'm guessing it's not, elevator button. Anyway, sorry, Mark. Vintage Paper Company, thank you for printing our banners.
Was that the plug? Wow. This guy's good. Holy shit.
No.
What a plug.
You do a lot for us, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Mark.
man. I appreciate it. Calpe Band on everything, too, as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's talk about that. Where are you guys playing?
Nowhere right now. We just played, actually, last week, I think.
Morning Nude?
Yeah, we played at Will's. Yeah, no pants on. All the chicks, no tops. You should have been there. I invited you. I don't know why you didn't show up.
Banners in the nude?
How does it start? Like, is it just one?
Break it down. How do we get to nude?
Does it start with like a fly? Like, look at
wow, look at this.
Whoa!
Don't put it on Twitch.
What happened there?
That went sideways.
What is that? It's just out of nowhere?
With Jennifer Oliver.
Don't say first and last name.
Oh my God!
No, she wasn't naked. It's just dancing. Look,
okay, just
that's that shake your ass. That's shake that ass.
See, no one does that. When our get-togethers, everybody's wife is just sitting there.
You guys are boring.
They're talking.
No, you guys
it's like Juan's cooking something.
They need to know it's okay, and it helps to have other people.
Well,
to
you don't
like Jamie Lee is good at influencing, not forcing, but just. I'm going to have fun.
I need
other people will follow suit.
I need to invite anybody over. No offense to any of us, myself included. Look,
thank you, because I've never got any of your invites, but I've invited you a few times. But
see, if you invited the people that do these sort of things, maybe some of us that gravitate. Look, I've been naked at more parties than you have, guaranteed. You've been peed on more than me. That's true.
No, come on.
I've been naked at more parties than you.
Yeah, I know.
I'm ready for this life.
No, I know, but like
we're from the same area. It's kind of in the fucking blood.
That's right.
But I can't like if we're at we're watching the NFL, like one of my classic pool parties, Juan's cooking on the grill.
You always pull it out to the Kansas City Chiefs.
But and every once in a while, like wives get in the pool, their bikinis.
Juan is not going to come over and get naked because he's not going to grill naked. Hockey guys, your hockey friends, they're not going to come over and get naked. They're hockey people, Tom.
What? I think
my wife's a fucking nerd. She's literally a walking spreadsheet. She's not going to ever get naked. It's just not her thing. Now, if you dated me, we could get naked together.
Did you evolve into this as far as like, or was it always a party atmosphere? Even
probably when I was like 18.
So
no, I'm just.
I just wondered if
I don't know. I mean, it just kind of happened. It was just
like, do I have any chance of like my wife saying like
I'm ready now?
Because that's what
I've been thinking about it. I think I've had this whole peeing in my butt thing wrong.
Because she seems to be getting more like curmudgeon. Like not
like you.
I thought she was getting free. No, but I'm like getting more horny.
She was like, you guys have been wearing a lot of all denim.
It seems like a better life.
Start now.
Very low.
We both had kids really, really young too. So I mean, I wanted to have kids younger, so I knew I'd be more stable later on. It's like I have all these things I can do later on in life when I have a little more money and can hang out, and it's like, so my kids are all older. The majority of them are I have 2 out of the house. So
So one kids.
The other 2 just hang out and watch hot chicks with naked titties out in the pool.
Tommy likes it. Don't come look at it.
This kind of comes up. Juan says the best part of this entire question is there going to be 6 to 8 kids running amok, and they're going to see a bunch of mom tits splashing around awkwardly to appease Tom.
Oh yeah.
It makes him a man.
He was in high school. I mean, I would have loved that when I was in high school.
I don't think I would have wanted to see my mom's tits.
No,
I've seen the videos.
I've seen.
Come on. I mean, hold on. If my mom was Jamie Lee, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. I was trying to say that respectfully, but disrespectful to my mom. She's dead. She can't hear this. So
the stepson standing in the kitchen getting a blowjob. I've seen it. It happens on the videos every time. Anyway, thanks.
I like the one where the dad overacts. We'll end on this. The one where the dad overacts, right? He's like, the dude's getting blown by his daughter, right? And the guy's like, he's like, what's going on in here? And the guy's like, nothing, sir. And he's like, okay. And he walks away. But then he comes back and he's like... And he gives him like the, he's like, really? And I'm like, man, that guy, you know what? You didn't need to do that because I'm waiting for you to get. I'm waiting for you to get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scram.
All right.
It's time.
We're done.
Man.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Hold it, fellas. Oh, wait a minute. I can't publish that. It's mediocre.